Hello, hello, hello. We are back. I broke the streak. It finally happened. Our Sunday streaming streak finally came to a close. I very unfortunately had something I could not get out of. But we're back now. It was going to happen eventually. I couldn't just, like, assume I would be free on Sunday for forever, you know. We're back, and I've got to get my head in the game. I have not been playing Fire Emblem at all. And I seem to remember we looked at the next map, and it looked quite difficult, so... Is hoping it goes alright. Okay, silver. Steel sword. Hello, hello. Lock in. I will try to. I will try to. I've been playing Path of Exile 2 like this whole week. This whole week. Big things are happening. Are they? So I've got to... You know when you're like obsessed with a game currently and it's all you think about? That's me with Path of Exile at the moment. So I need to get my head back into the Fire Emblem headspace. So Azura would love a guard Naginata, I'm not going to lie. Can we afford one? We can. Will it actually save her, though, is the question, because she only has 22 health. And this is the wrong shop. Will it save her? I mean, how fast is she? Probably fast enough not to get doubled. I mean, even if she doesn't use it well, we should have another one anyway. Let's have a look. I mean, it is pretty much the best weapon in Fates. Give or take. Yeah, I don't know. Will she get one shot? Probably. It might let her live a magic hit that she wouldn't otherwise. Because, yeah, we saw mages with rabbit spirits, so maybe it would save her from that. I don't know. I've been focused on Ace Combat. I'll come back to play Karga Saga soon. Oh, Karga Saga. Steal Donlot's crown as the Karga Saga guy. I'm surprised it's not the generic Dance and Birthright. Me too. I was talking about this with Bundy. Because there is a portrait for her. A very cute portrait, actually. So I wonder if it's just that they couldn't get it to work. Maybe. Maybe Laz could... Oh, my goodness. My computer's doing that thing again. Like, if I had to guess, it's probably to do with there not being a model for a generic dancer, because there's only a portrait. So maybe it's they just didn't want to have the Azura model with a different portrait. I don't really know. What do I do with that killer lance? It's still on her. That'd be good. And with that, I think we're pretty much good to go. Just do a quick staff check. Is that our only staff user left? Oh no. Oh no, what am I doing to myself? I've been letting the staff users die far too willy-nilly, really. You know, it's kind of a shame that we married Iris, because I wonder if we married Azura, if we would still get the Paralog or not. Okay, P. Blacksmith. We had a little peek at this at the end of last stream. It looked pretty hard. It looked pretty tough. Yeah. Yeah, wary fighter, dragon skin, renewal, faceless. Yeah, these guys looked kind of scary. 100% miracle priestesses. I mean, they're not so bad in themselves. I mean, the Shining Bow ones probably are, actually. Bushido Noble Wen, I mean, we might actually have to go to it just to have more staff users. Which is a shame, because Corin's one of our better units. Yeah, these guys, I remembered this. I remember looking at this and thinking this was too much. Since last stream, I did the Hanoka map, but the Raimo Takumi one looked stupid. It's why we had to upgrade to the latest patch. Because he just died at the start of turn 3 when we were about a third of the way up the map. Which was very silly. And I'm not even massively convinced the patch helped us. I think we just got better RNG. So yeah, these guys, 100% Vengeance on 1-2 range seems a bit overtuned. I didn't mind it when there was 1 range units that had it. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out how scary they are to deal with. I'm going to guess very. Oh, we finally have a dancer, which is super nice. We have room for one more. I guess Ezio's a staff user, actually. Isn't he? I forgot this guy existed. He's actually kind of good as well, because he's got parts. Which, you know, maybe not so useful on a staff user, but hey, it's something. Do I really not have anything? Someone must have something they're willing to give up. I don't really want to give up her steel bow. Yeah. I mean, is she going to use the Bozu over the killer bow? Probably not. Actually, no, she probably will, because it's a... 3 more might. We'll see how it feels, her not having it for this chapter. Okay, so... what is the condition? Is it kill boss? Is it route? What is it? Route. Okay. Now, there's a village here, interestingly. I think we definitely want to focus on that, almost certainly, right from the start. Boy, these guys look a bit spooky. What they got? Lunge, yay. Lunge, okay. How much damage do they actually do? 36. We could probably just have Corrin get lunged around, he doesn't mind. Into it, but to do it, I suppose. I'm playing Seal of Flames right now. Robust Corrin is so funny. She doesn't die. Corrin's definitely very, very good. In a game full of generics, enemy faceless will move to attack the village. If a faceless reaches the green tile, you will fail the mission. Oh, okay. That's fine, he said, not sounding incredibly sure of himself. 50 damage and a Brave Axe, holy, okay. Ah, how do they have perfect overlapping range? Only there, that's a safe spot. Okay, so maybe we want to just try and dodge these guys all together for now. Oh, we could dance. I mean, if I was to play this again from the start, knowing what I know now, I'd play things very differently. I'd also have a different Corrin, Bane, Boon, yada yada. I'm a little scared that somehow Corrin's going to get lunged into them. I don't think it's going to happen, but... And Faceless reclass of Friendship Seal, I have no idea. His only supports of Corrin, I think. Let's see what happens there. It's the opening turn, so, you know. If things go awry, it's not the end of the world. Maybe this and a Kemi? Yeah, I gotta get my head in the game, I gotta remember this is Fates, and quite a hard version of Fates. Yeah, she really needs those archer skills, man. Like, desperately needs them. Oh, dragon skin, yeah. Ooh, dragon skin, really? Yeah, I read it and I didn't even think about it. Speed slop at this time of the day, on this day of the week, splendid. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, okay. Okay. So are they all just going to move for the village? Or are they going to attack me? I didn't really think this through properly, if I'm going to be real with you. Because the scary part now is those Zerkers. I really don't want to go near them if I can help it. Is the playable Faceless good? Not really, no, sadly. He really misses out on having skills, promotion bonuses. He's a good backpack. He's a very good backpack. He gives good backpack bonuses. But his weapon, he's locked to the gauntlet. We've tried smuggling weapons we're not meant to have onto him. Yeah, he only has this, the shackled fist, the only weapon the faceless need. So the only weapon he has is an 8 might, 80 hit. I don't know. Maybe if we leveled him up a bunch, he might have turned out a lot better, but... Bigness? Maybe? I mean, we might be resetting this first turn. I'd rather not, but... Oh, bigness. 9. I just want to see what happens. I want to see if they're aggro on us or not. More than anything. Also, these guys are going to have massive range. Oh, yeah, huge range. I don't think Andreas cares that much, though, so we could potentially get him in. We're not killing this guy. There's no way we're killing this guy. Thank goodness we buffed magic weapons so the maid could proc Ignis with Flame Shuriken, right, guys? Yeah, I'm still not crazy about that change. I'm going to be real with you. I'm really not. But the game is getting quite hard now, so we might need it. Maybe I just want to shelter someone here. Whoa, Akemi has 20 defense, by the way. I didn't even realize. I guess we'll shelter the maid out. Let's just see what happens. I just want to see what we're working with here. I guess she can stay on him for now. I'm also being quite bold, only putting Corrin over there. Maybe we should send some people across with him to help. Remember the Blessed Lance from Chapter 3? That was fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, I missed some loot on the early chapters as well. Renewal, man. This is quite a scary side objective that these guys are game over conditions if they reach the village and they're basically impenetrable. Okay, don't lunge me into the Zerker range. I think he's going to. Hopefully we'll have a guard gauge. Or will Dragon Fang to kill to stop it happening? Okay, good. Good. Bates AI is smart, but it's not that smart. Oh. Lunge, lunge, lunge. Yeah, we're being yoinked up there, which is actually a good thing in a way. We kind of want to defend the village, so... Take me up there, enemies. Okay, good. So the faceless just want to move towards the village. Oh. Okay. A lot of, This guy's the one we got to really watch out for. He's probably going to reach it the easier. Okay. Do these guys have Wary Fighter as well? Or am I just stupid? No, Siegfried. I keep forgetting Siegfried can't double. Yeesh. I mean, it's low chance. Ooh. Buddy. Oh, of course these guys have Beast Killers as well. This guy isn't so bad. So if we can deal with these two, I don't actually mind leaving this guy alive, necessarily. Although I got to be careful with my maid, because she'll probably have to physics someone. Now this is a bit of an issue, because now all these guys are probably going to go left instead. Yeah. Okay. Huh? Really? That's the best I can do? Waste moment. Man, I hate waste. What an annoying terrain. Team U, Ryoma. Yeah, he's definitely not Ryoma. Just take one of these guys out.
All right.
So cool because it wastes all your movement. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we can't even reach them if we wanted to without Azura shenanigans. Actually, we can Azura the ninja to kill them both. I'm still not convinced this guy's not going to turn around and attack, but Hey, God, Naginata value, maybe. I'm not convinced she actually needs it here, but it helps. Yeah, Accra, I didn't notice. Yes, we have a dancer finally in chapter, what, 30 or something, if you count all the paralog, like, chapters. I'm not really strength and speed, very nice. I'm not really sure what chapter we're actually on, because we're on chapter 24, but we've done a lot of chapters that are like 17x, 18x, that sort of thing. I'm not actually familiar with what chapter we should be on. Oh shit, Callum just donated 50 bucks. Yep, that's the namesake. HP, speed, and luck. Brilliant. Now the question is, how long until Azura dies? This hack is quite unfriendly to your player units. So keeping Azura going might be a bit difficult. I mean, is there a world where those guys just don't reach us, maybe? Yeah, perhaps we can ignore them. I just don't know how much I can ignore 3 of these priestesses. The question. Okay, that with Akemi might kill. If we plonk Akemi here. Man, get quick draw, get quick draw. Saving money for Dunlop's stash bounty. You think he's actually going to play it? I'll do a stream. I did say I'd do a stream for you of it. I will. I just thought I'd do this, seeing as we missed Sunday. Can't promise I'll be kind about it, though. Okay, he's not going to hit a 14% and a 10%. Yes, nice. We will play Stash Patch. Well, you want to come on, Stash? Instantly destroy my 5-year-old channel. It's a lot of power coming on to someone else's stream. Also, I don't know how much I'd like to hear you crying about me complaining about your changes. It's a bit gambly, but gotta gamble a bit sometimes. Nice. I'm fine with just watching. Fine with watching tearing your hair out as I say it's not very good. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I'm going in with a defeatist attitude already. Okay, so we gotta keep chipping this guy, otherwise the renewal's just healing him back to full. Really irritating, actually. I mean, if I get rid of the back guy, if it wasn't for the Beast Killer, I'd quite happily just come in and plonk this guy. Do we have a freeze on the maze? That might be worth a freeze, honestly. It'd make our life a lot easier. But where can we even freeze from? Yeah, we'd have to move the maid. Have to do a lot of transfer shenanigans to make that work. I think it's one more. Yeah. Is this the best use of 3 units actions? Probably not. Watch it miss. Nope, 100%. Project Ember can easily be described as FE6 by people who hate FE6. I don't know how to sum up Stash Patch. FE6 by a person who hates FE6 because he played GBA FE more than the same person should. Hey, Stash is just committed, alright? He's a committed individual. Some say a little too committed. FE6 by a person that hates Melody and Rutger. I mean, they're very good units, but I'm not sure getting rid of the solution to FE6 is really that great of a form of balance. Skill, speed, luck. If you're not changing the enemy comps or the maps, just getting rid of the way that the player can deal with them. You know, you get where I'm angling with this? Speaking of, Shining Bow's just going to kill her. I'm an idiot. Because there's no way these 4 units kill both of them, right? Holy. Yeah, I think I was a bit presumptuous here. We can kill 1, probably. But then, what do we do with the other one? Do we have to freeze the other one? 2 freezes on like the opening turn isn't great. And this guy's gonna heal back to 4. I might need the freezes for the faceless more than anything. Although, what's to stop us plonking Corin on the village and just stopping them getting in? Actually, and I need to keep an eye on that guy. Oh dear. What even is Stash Patch? I'm not finding it anywhere on my Google searches. It's an FE6 rebalanced by Lonely Fisherman who goes by Stash and Scarf, and it is confusing to have different names everywhere. I know that Fire Embrose Axum does the same thing. I always call him Axum, even though his YouTube channel's Fire Embrose. Also Habit. What are we gonna do? I think we have to use another freeze. I'm not even convinced this reaches, actually. No, it doesn't. Ah, no. Oh, dear. Ah, I've made a right. The thing is, I'm tempted with the rescue on the flyer, but the thing with that is I'm pretty sure this is just going to put her to the right, still in range. Yeah. But maybe now we can block. My 19 speed guy... Yeah, I guess with a shuriken, he doesn't. People are dying. Someone's dying. Ah, this is unfortunate. This is a little unfortunate. No, because she can always go there, right? Oh dear. I'm doing all this to protect Takinchi, who... Oh no, she dies regardless, because we can't actually block. Just gotta hope the AI is silly. Yeah. Man, this is actually quite a rough opening section. Back to Paul. You die. Okay, that does way more than I thought. Is Andreas actually fine against the other Shining Bow? Okay, that's a reset if this hits. Andreas is our best unit. A good start. A good start. Let's just see what happens at the end of the turn. And I think, oh my good, what? Bruh. And it's a rout. A rout with reinforcements is bold move. Okay, let's try this again. I think Corin was very close to one-shotting those. Stream died? No, I just do that to not have my Nintendo PC up on the screen. I don't know if I even need to do that, but may as well. I have people that aren't the biggest fans of me that I think would jump at the bit to try and report me to Nintendo or something stupid. Okay, let's give... Oh, we didn't eat a meal as well. Oh, and we have an energy drop. That definitely goes to Akemi, right? Actually, she's probably going to cap her strength. Not that I should really be thinking apps. Reports need wings for hating solo runs. I don't hate solo runs. I just think they're not a challenge. I think they're kind of silly. Let's just give it to a Cammy. Oh, there's her cap. Okay, never mind. There's her cap. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, and we'll eat a meal. Got plenty of cabbage. Got more than enough cabbage. Emulating is legal, distributing ROMs isn't. You aren't doing that, so it should be okay. Yeah, I never know what the line is with all that stuff. With Fortune's Weave coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if they start paying more attention to Fire Emblem YouTubers again. I know when Engage dropped, a lot of people got blasted for playing Engage before it came out. There was several people that had their videos actually striked and removed by Nintendo because, for those of you that don't know, Engage was playable a week before the official launch. The return of Cabbage Emblem. My cabbages! Okay, let's just do this again. I was using so many freezes and stuff as well. I didn't know about that. Yeah, it happened. I know there were several channels that it happened to. Which, to be fair, what are you thinking? What did you think was going to happen when you're playing a game a week before it officially launches on stream? It was pretty funny to play it early. It was only like 2 to 3 days, though, publicly. It was only 2 to 3 days, but I just remember seeing it and being like, what on earth is happening? Okay, let's do this again. This was pretty good. Maybe we'll get a Dragon's Fang crit this time. Oh! I won't surrender! Oh! Sadly, it still does pretty underwhelming damage because of Dragon Skin. Okay, so now we know these guys move. We do have more information to work with. Oh, look, she does 1 extra damage. Let's go. I got it early, but only uploaded my footage once it released. Yeah, smart. That's the way to do it. I wonder if it'll happen with Fortune's Weave. I don't think so. I don't think there's a Switch 2. Dual Yumi actually better? I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I think this guy's just going to renewal up again. Mr. Speedwing, today isn't Sunday. I know, but... Oh, I should have rallied strength, actually. I need to get my head in the game. Back in the game, I should say. Oh yeah, and that guy doesn't attack, so maybe this time we'll try and pull the Berserkers, as scary as that sounds. Maybe that is an option. Maybe. We don't really have defensive pair-ups. Oh, that's okay. 29, is that going to be enough? I don't know if it actually will. I guess only one of them... No. I'm stupid. Both of them can hit there. I was wondering if there was a tile where only one of them could attack us. Oh, there is. I don't know if we can get up there. Oh, no, we can. But that probably puts us in range of these, yeah. Rally this now. Let's try it. Let's try it. Demoiselle. Need to get better at doing things like that. This time, let's just run to the right and they can chase us to the left. Probably a better option. Switch 1 was only emulated so well because of the NVIDIA backdoor. It might take years for a good Switch 2 emu. I hope it does, honestly. As much as someone... Ooh. As much as I do like the... Oh, no, this was a terrible idea. He's just dead, I think. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe we'll get a Guard Naginata from the second one. Not a Guard Naginata, a Guard Gauge from the second one, which will protect from the Berserker. Nope. This is a good start to stream. Sorry that I'm resetting so much right at the start. I'll try. I need to get back in the hang of this. Man, those guys have a lot longer range than I thought. Switch 1 was an overclocked phone, pretty much. I mean, the Switch 2 isn't even that much better. I'm struggling to notice the difference. I played Tears of the Kingdom remastered or whatever it is. Yeah, so this time we actually need them to go for Corin. That was kind of the whole point. I played Tears of the Kingdom and it did feel better. The FPS was better, but I had to pay a couple of pounds for an upgraded version. So I'm not even convinced it was the Switch 2 doing it, but the upgraded version. You know, if you know what I mean. But I wasn't very happy about that because I like re-downloaded Tears of the Kingdom, going, okay, let's play something on my Switch 2 at least. And then I had to pay money to make it the Switch 2 version. Why? What's the gimmick of this map? So there is a village here. The Faceless are all moving to it, and they're basically nigh unkillable without you ganging up with everyone on them. If they reach that, game over. Other than that, it's Route, which I'm not a huge fan of, but hey-ho. I think it should have been a defense chapter. If you're going to go that route, you know? Guess we'll just do the same thing here. Rally strength this time. Yes, it's Ignatius's map. Oh, crit. Man, the crits are so underwhelming with Dragon Skin. You keep expecting to see the funny big number. Speedwinghere, how goes the run? Yeah, it's okay. We're having a bit of a rough start to this chapter. You know, it's been 2 weeks since I last played, give or take, just under. So I'm a bit rough around the edges. We're having a bit of a rough start, but we're feeling it out. I think once we get the kind of opening sorted here, things will be a lot better. Okay, so we can't really go for that. We could put someone there, but I just don't think anyone's going to do enough. I'm just making sure, yeah. I mean, I guess we could try for some big pair-up attack shenanigans. So if we do this here... I should really, if I get a silver again, I should put it on him for this kind of moment. Who knows? I think Ignis only did 2 extra damage, so probably not. Oh? Skill, speed, luck. This map sucks in vanilla. Yes, it does. Which is a shame, because I like Ignatius, but picking him up is always a bit of a... Like, do you really want to go through this chapter, you know? Usually no. I mean, if I can just take this guy out here before he starts renewaling, that'd be awesome. Oh, so close. Probably this with the Brunhilde. There we go. This doesn't really help my whole run to the right as fast as possible, but hey. If Freeze wasn't on this map, it'd be fine. Maybe. The thing with Ignatius as well, as far as the child units go, Ignatius is good, don't get me wrong, but he's very, very similar to Benny. Like, incredibly similar to Benny. Normally, the children have something that makes them stand out a little bit from their parent. Benny and Ignatius kind of fill the same role, and if I'm going to be honest, I think Benny kind of does it better, just because of his personal. Good. He's Benny plus, basically. I think he's Benny minus. Which is rare for a child unit, you know? But he's still very good, don't get me wrong. He's still very good. What's his skill anyway? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. It's like, yeah, it's bonus stats if he's doing something or whatever. The classic half the child units have. Skill. Hey? Still might need to freeze one of those guys or something. Okay. Actually... it's still pretty bad. But we're in a much better position to freeze. And we might be able to kill this paladin with someone else. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to the left, but I kind of have to. There we go. A non-dragon skin crit. Kind of why making the kids the same class as their parents is iffy. If the parent does it better than the child is irrelevant. Usually that's not the case, though. I will say... oh. Yeah, that's fine. Usually that's not the case. I would say that on the whole, the children normally are better than their parents. Not necessarily at doing the same thing, but in general. When trained. The question is just, do you want to do the effort of picking up the child? Normally by the time you get some of the late game child units, the characters you have are perfectly good. You don't need them, you know? I'm here saying, oh, this is great now, but actually, is it? Actually, is it? This might be a rescue, a Kemi angle, and just... man, that's good. That sounds like you can't build multiple of the same class pitfall. It does a little. I don't necessarily mean that. Like, obviously having Kaze and Midori is very good. That's amazing. That's a very good crit. Am I not learning my lesson at all here? I think I'm not learning my lesson at all. The problem with me keep using the Spy Zumi is I kind of want Katsuo in the dual strikes. I used Kaze and Camilla, Midori last time I played Conquest. It was pretty good. Midori's one of the better children, if not the best. No, she's not the best, but she's definitely among the best children in the game. In my humble opinion. Let's see if we can't... yeah. And then he can come in and hit basically everyone from here. But here's Midori! That's a bitter pill! Yeah, Midori's excellent. It's like Midori, Ophelia, Sophie, Shigur, Rajat. I'm trying to remember who, like, the best children are. Oh, Valoria, of course. Valoria's arguably, possibly the best, in my opinion. My completely unbiased opinion. Valoria is very, very, very good at what she does. And the fun thing about Valoria is she does something that basically no one else but Keaton can do, which is also super nice. Soleil, yeah, Soleil is amazing. Yeah. I mean, all the kids are good in their own way. Yeah, Soleil's very, very, very good. I hate her chapter, though. I don't like her chapter. It's not even necessarily hard or anything. It's just irritating. Just an annoying chapter. Bruh. One day I'll remember to rally strength, basically ever. Can you reach? You can with a pair up, which is probably better than one of these guys just attacking. Like, you attacking is not bad. Who's the worst charge unit in your opinion? Probably either Canna or, why can't I remember her name? The Fox Girl. The Fox Girl's pretty terrible. Selkie, that's it. I don't know why I can remember her name. Which I know she has an incredibly dedicated fan base. Oh, you're now just sat there. Okay, is there actually a way for us to kill these guys, maybe? You died to the Tomahawk? 43, holy. Yeah, probably. I know how Canna always turns out bad, but yeah, Selkie is probably even worse than the ones I mentioned. The thing with Selkie is that it just doesn't have strength. Her whole thing is having a lot of speed and a lot of res, which you don't really need. If you can't one-round things, it doesn't really matter so much, honestly. 40. I mean, we can Azura Dance Andreas, but does he actually reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He does. Okay, let's do that. That seems good. But we have to kill that priest first, I think. Since when do you have Azura? We got her last chapter, HP Speed Luck, at the end of last chapter. There is a portrait for a generic maid, but I think the reason why Laz has given us Azura instead is because there is no generic dancer model. I'll keep an eye on some of these guys. Also, Corin's just chilling here. Come on, Corin. Score some Dragonbane crits. Yeah, no generic dancer. It is a shame. Last chapter back in 2016. I knew I was going to get comments like that. Come on, I was so good for so long. I had a family arrangement that I couldn't really get out of. Not that I'd necessarily want to anyway, but... basically, it was 2 people's birthdays and a retirement as a mega family event over a weekend. So you could maybe get away with dodging one of those, but when they've all been combined into a full weekend, I couldn't really say no. Beautiful. Very nice crit. For story reasons, Azura is required to beat Anankos. Don't be. Please say you're lying. It's a very funny meme, if it's a meme. I mean, she is leveled up. Oh dear. That would be the kicker, wouldn't it? I really enjoyed this hack all the way through, and then the ending has some kind of weird soft lock where you have to use a certain unit that I've just let die. Oh, the song. Oh, you mean the lore reasons? Oh, story reasons. You even said story, yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right. I suppose you're right, because there is actually meant to be a pretty good story to this coming. When we read the first 14 chapters, I enjoyed it. And I'm not a big story guy. HP, speed, luck. Hey, speed is good. I mean, he's never going to double. But if he could stop being doubled... Okay, I think we finally got a decent opener now. But remember, there was reinforcements that are about to spawn. He says moving into their range. Best Fire Emblem lore knower and enthusiast. True. Corin, murder. Maybe. Oh. Corin gaming, my goodness. We can just stay out their range. We can get Corin to kill all of them. It was his favorite topic on battle preps. Man, I miss battle preps. I need to pester the boys to get us to do another battle preps. I know the whole point was like, oh, we're going to wait until Fortune's Weave drops. That was a lot of cope, wasn't it? It'll drop any day soon and we'll get to talk about it. I hope Mangs doesn't think that if he just waits like a year or something, I'll forget that he's meant to crack an egg on his head. I'm never going to forget. Me saying that's probably just pushed it back another year. Direct tomorrow, trust. Well, apparently, and you know how I feel about apparently. Apparently, we're getting a direct next week. Apparently, allegedly, perhaps, maybe, if the stars and moon align in a certain way. But yeah, I like battle preps. I've seen that Axum's playing Engage. Ooh, Engage. I'd love to have a little yap about Engage. That'll never happen because Mangs, but... More Fortune's Weave news? Possibly. I mean, if there's going to be a general direct, they will talk about Fortune's Weave. Nintendo expert and your uncle also works at Intelligence System. True. Well, you know me, I am the most cynical person when it comes to leaks and rumors. Unless I physically see something official, I just still always have some level of doubt. Always. But we are a very long overdue one. Watch the Blaze meter be Lord only? It might be. I could see that being a thing. I mean, if every single unit has a Blaze meter and every single unit's popping off these crazy skills, imagine how hard that'll be to balance. HP skill speed. And Norian Trust. Pretty good skill. I guess we don't need Seal Resistance. It's only 2 extra points of res drop. Yeah. I should get rid of Salvage Blow, but I refuse. It's too fun. I, for one, can't wait to see the new farming simulators in the direct. Hey, my friend, you're forgetting the dance games. The wonderful, wonderful dance game. Okay. That Faceless is getting a little bit close, but we should be able to reach the village comfortably enough. Do these guys also have Beast Killers? No, they do not. Andreas, get your butt over there, my man. Yeah, he's getting uncomfortably close. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we got like 3 turns until game over if we don't get there, but I think we will. I've just got to bear in mind of all the waste in this corner. Three houses in balance. Are you sure you play Fire Emblem? I'm still hoping and coping it's not Kawaii Tecmo. We have not seen a Kawaii Tecmo logo. When they finally give us more news, if there is a Kawaii Tecmo logo, I'm going to be upset because I am hoping and coping that not seeing it means it's not Kawaii Tecmo. But that is a lot of cope. Kawaii Tecmo, I'm probably saying their name horrifically wrong. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Might need to pull back a bit here. I do want to get Andreas over there, but I think we actually have to... Yeah, we have to pull back here. This is too much. Come on, man, we all know Three Houses fans don't play the game. They do like talking about it a lot. Yes. I don't know. Axon's like a massive Fire Emblem Three Houses fan, and he plays the game. Perhaps he is simply a rare breed. I'm gonna get screwed over by fake rangers here. Oh, waste. Oh, I'm intentionally getting cornered in the waste. This isn't good. Oh, I'm retreating into the thing that I can't move through. Oh no. Don't be a really bad fake range. Okay, good. Axum is a good man with 2 kids. He's better than that. Nah, I mean, he's actually probably one of the truest Fire Emblem fans of them all. In my opinion. Only Free Houses fan for wife and children. Now, come on now. Scale speed. Free Houses is like the normie game. If there's any Fire Emblem game that's normie pilled, it's Free Houses. I don't think that's true at all. Something tells me if you love playing like Karga games on repeat, you're less likely somehow to have a wife and kids. Not to sound harsh, but the kind of people interested in 30-year-old Japanese exclusive strategy games with anime characters might not fit into the whole child birthing bracket. Okay, so the Spy Yumi can actually hit from there, which is huge if it kills. No. But with Dual Strike it might. I'm a bit scared of these guys, and I'm very scared of you game overing us. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's actually think about this for once instead of just moving like I usually just move willy-nilly without really giving it too much thought. Let's actually try and think a little. I think if we get this right, it'll go very well. That is so scary. I think Axum is just a positive guy who sees the good over the bad in games. Not even sure he hates dislikes any game in the series. He doesn't care for FE4 very much, I'll tell you that much. He definitely does not care for FE4 very much. But yeah, he's an incredibly positive guy. He's a really good dude. I like Axum a lot. I could take a leaf out of his book, probably, and be a little more positive about things. Okay, so now we need to put someone there to trade off our backpack. It's someone with a big hit. Made a bit of a pig's ear of this. How about this? Into... What am I going to do about this, though? Because we did see these guys wreck Andreas before. Maybe I need to leave this mage up. Rabbit Spirit. 40 magic damage with Malefic Aura. I wonder what good he sees in Free Houses gameplay. There's definitely something there in Free Houses. I think that Free Houses is potential, the game. There's definitely... a lot of attack. We could dance twice. I just think that using a Kemi as a backup attack for this just seems a bit wasteful. She might be the only person that does enough to make it worthwhile. You need more flyers, huh? Yeah, flyers have died quite a lot. Oh, Andreas can't even reach, actually. So these guys are actually getting blasted by the waste. Maybe we just back off a bit. I don't like constantly backing off like this because we have to get to the house pretty much next turn. I should have hit with Corin first. Speaking of, actually, Corin's probably one of our best bets for someone that can actually eat these guys a little bit. In Awakening, I think the mechanics of random guard gauge are just so inferior to Fates, they're not even better map stack heads to save it for me. Oh yeah, I mean, the whole percentage chance for dual strikes was a terrible gimmick. Well, it wasn't terrible, but you know what I mean. Compared to Fates, where you can actually play around the gauges, you know what you have, you know what you're working with. This is definitely better. Impossible to go back to Awakening after Fates? I don't think it's impossible. I quite enjoy Awakening in a weird way. I kind of needed the trade onto the Wolf Spirit, but hey ho. Okay, that's actually also a waste, so I think this is fine. Do what I want to do here. Oh, that's not fine. Bardolph is... Okay. Yeah, it did. It had to be the spy. I knew I was looking at that spy repeatedly for a reason. Need to go there with someone that can live a 32, 43 strength. Speedwinghere, best year in Vidya history. Best year. Oh my goodness, that's quite the question. Best year. Whatever year that I was a kid comfortably playing Nintendo 64 games with not a worry in my mind. I don't know, man. There were definitely some crazy years around that era, like where every game was a banger. HP, skill, luck. I'm not very good at just luck, quick draw, huge. I'm not very good at just remembering what games came out what year. Okay. I was about to say we did it, but we haven't really achieved much because we've still got to get to that house next turn. I said it before, but Awakening a Lunatic is kind of fun. Think of it as a weird Kaizo hack of fates. I don't mind it. My main problem with Awakening is I always have tons of fun, then I get to the Walmart section, the Valmark, and then I stop having fun. That's basically my issue with it. I'm ready for one of the only emoji to hit the 1%. No. Oh. That's a kill as well. No, it's not. It's a dual club. Never mind. I'm lying. Best year. Whenever COD, Call of Duty... I'm going to sound like such a normie here, but hey, I used to be a turbo normie. Whenever Call of Duty 4 came out, that was a pretty banger year. Modern Warfare 2 as well. That was a banger. ...2007, I think. Yeah. Golden Age of Xbox. Yeah, because there was a period of time where we had Halo, Modern Warfare, Battlefield, the original Battlefields. Like, all these games at the same time. It was awesome. Okay, good. We get one more turn. One more turn to get in his face, which we have to do. We have to go there. We can't not go there now. Or we just lose. All this is for nout. Cringe normie, I know, right? There was a time in my life when nothing got me more riled up and excited than the thought of the new Call of Duty, genuinely. But bear in mind, Call of Duty actually used to be good, I'm telling you. People might not believe it, but Call of Duty used to be awesome. It used to be like the release of the year. Not so much anymore, but times change. I tried Iron-Mining Awakening once and the game literally got easier the more units I lost. Yes, that's often the way. Oh, very, very nice. That's often the way with some of the more enemy phase focused games. Because soloing is so strong, which I know I'm starting to sound like a record stuck on repeat. Oh, we actually get a guard gauge here, so it's fine. Because soloing is so effective, when you lose a lot of units, you end up turbo bundling all your XP and resources into the 1 or 2 units that are left. And yeah, it becomes easier. I can't believe Shadow Dragon GS is the pipeline from Cringe Normie to Fates from Hack Expert. Pretty much. I was a big fan of Final Fantasy Tactics. I was like searching for games up. We have Azura. This is bad. This pair up here is terrible. This needs to be sorted out immediately. Like my two best units on each other is not good. Pair up made soloing crazy. Did it though? I think it's more just to do with viable Nosferatu and just how Awakening functions that you really, really want to Juggernaut. I'm treating these guys like they don't do much either. These guys are actually very, very scary. I even want to try and freeze or see if we can set up a kill with these last people together. But yeah, pair up obviously makes matters worse. Makes matters a lot worse, in fact. But I mean, are you trying to tell me that soloing didn't really exist before? I would argue in some of the other games, soloing really is like turbo optimal. I don't think pair up suddenly opened the door to soloing being an effective strategy. In my humble opinion. I think it just always was. You can solo FE8 with Sephiroth. You can solo FE8 with any character you like. Genuinely. The only ones that in before someone says, oh, Natasha or Mulder. Yeah, okay. You have to promote them. Oh, they have 100% Miracle, I'm just remembering. It's so annoying that some of them do and some of them don't. Ah, that's actually really bad for us. Okay, so we do need to freeze or something. That's actually so turbo bad for us because I was hoping we could clear out that other one. And this is waste. Can anyone even reach to do the final chip on that guy? Oh my goodness. No. I'll be so careful with our dance. It has to be perfect or near perfect. Ooh. Ah. Waste. I hate waste so much. I mean, if you with a good pair-up attack, one round this guy, the hunters. So I need someone here doing something to the priestess. Sadly, this isn't very good for it. So maybe it's a Dance Andreas angle? But he doesn't have a 2 range. So Andreas could then one round with the Beast Killer. That is a real shame that you do not double, sir. Free speed, 30, 25, that actually does it. I don't know if it kills, but... No, it doesn't, because that's a steal. Oh, and we're so close. But maybe someone else can then finish them off. I think we have this section. I don't know where this turn suddenly got very scary all of a sudden. It was started out so strong. Wait, no, this doesn't work. No, this doesn't work because Andreas is 1 range. Ah, no. Ah, I didn't visualize it correctly. I guess those maids are only going to go for Corrin. I say only. He'll probably be fine. So maybe we can do something like this. Oh! After dealing with the priestess. 43. I know the maid's pretty good combat-wise, but I'm not wanting to use her until I see if we have to freeze or not. Oh, I know what we can do. That helps a lot, because this will probably be a 1 round or close enough to. There we go. GBA is boring, like seriously only 30 years old, like no skill Emblem. Are you being serious or are you joking? I'm 30 plus and I really dislike the GBA games gameplay-wise. Gameplay-wise, I think they have a lot of issues. And luckily, there's a lot of people attempting hacks and stuff to fix that, which is good. But yeah, I think the base GBA games are really great the first time you play them, and then once you become more and more familiar with the series, they start to fall off quite hard when you know how to solve them. I like FE7, I come around to it on my current replay. I mean, look, if you're just looking for a comfy-ish time, they're pretty comfy games, if nothing else. You can just kind of kick back, relax with them, don't have to think too much. Oh, do I just freeze this maid and be done with it? I think I do. I think we actually did pretty well here on the whole, considering. You need to get across there yesterday as well, though. Watch Corrin just die here anyway. Nah, he's fine. I don't like GBA Paladins because they're broken, yeah. I mean, Paladins in general, there's a reason why Paladins haven't been good for a while. Okay, the boss is coming. There's a reason Paladins got so, like, gutted, if you really think about it. Yeah, let's just put Corrin here with the Dragonstone. Hopefully, there won't be some weird thing where this still counts as a game over if he steps towards Corrin or something weird. Hot take, skill Emblem is good. You're in the right stream for that, I agree. I think skills add a level of depth to Fire Emblem that you're kind of missing otherwise, for the most part. Oh, it's the Fujin Yumi! I was like, I really was thinking, why are we constantly able to move so well with him? I keep forgetting it's not Akame's personal skill or anything. It's the Fujin Yumi. FE4 and 5 already had skills, so GBA is just a step back. Yeah, I don't really know why they got rid of them. It's a bit strange, isn't it, if you think about it? They just decided, nah, not anymore, mate. Had enough of this shite. Our 3DS Paladin's only bad because of skills. They're bad because of how overwhelmingly dominant they were for the whole of Fire Emblem, basically. FE4, Paladin busted. Strength and speed, nice. GBA, Paladin busted. Tellius, Paladin busted. You know, they ran the whole circuit for so long. Something had to be done about them. You know, and eventually they did. What makes them bad in this game? They're not bad in this game because they have shelter. But they're not like one-man army. This is a bad example because Andreas is absolutely insane. They're not so bad in Fates. I'm talking more like free houses and engage. They're pretty turbo-gutted. Wyvern still gets to do its thing. Wyvern's always going to be strong just by... Oh! Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Ooh. Even though I've just been doing nothing but fighting Miracle Maids, Magic and Res for the last few seconds, I instantly forgot. Tetsuo, Magic Res, okay. Both bear. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. 41 times 2. Let's go. That is awesome. Oh, I need to remember we have dancer buff, don't we? Where is it? Yeah, speed +3 for 1 turn. I need to remember that. But the thing with Wyverns is just by the nature of being bulky flying units, they're always going to be disgusting. There's no way to fix Wyverns. Do you know how to fix Wyverns? Karga actually did it right. Only give you 1 Wyvern at most. Have them be a rare super unit. It's fine for there to be a super unit that's really strong. Just don't let every unit become a super unit. You know what I mean? Like, by having a strong unit or two, it makes the weak units feel weaker and the strong units feel stronger. If everyone's the same, everyone feels weak. So just having one late game joining Wyvern that's very strong, it's fine, I think. I hear Stashy say that every unit is to be equally strong or something. I don't know what he's really going for. Yeah, I know. A lot of people miss that in their rebalances. It's something that Project Ember really failed at, was the idea of, oh, these characters are weak. I need to make them so much stronger. It's like, no, you don't really, actually. You just need to kind of hammer home on whatever their niche is, you know. Yeah, let's try and kill this guy before... Oh, dear. I think this chapter being route is a bit mean. I think this chapter should probably have been defend. Okay, so this guy is trample vantage with a silver javelin. That's actually terrifying. And these guys have lunge, because of course they do. What are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? Yeah, because these guys have really excellent range as well. Man, I need flyers. I need flyers so badly. I mean, we can put Katsuo back into Kinchi now, which is huge. Are we still not in Valor? No, sire. But this is meant to be the blacksmith, so if we're going off the deep lore, we've gathered the weapons now. So we should be on our way. I don't know. I probably know if I actually read the placeholder dialogue. I will never do such a thing. I mean, we can Azura dance twice, the Spy Shuriken, and then maybe, not Spy Shuriken, the Spy Yumi. And maybe then do some shelter shenanigan. If not, we could always maybe rescue him out, because these guys have to go. These guys cannot be allowed to live. Yeah. So where's my rally strength? I think what I want to do... Oh no, because then then we would still have to get rid of Azura. I need 2 shelters, really. I think Wyverns, while still being top tier, aren't broken in Fates due to bows deleting even high defense flyers. Yeah. Yeah, bows are very good in Fates. But I mean, come on now. Let's not pretend like Camilla isn't pretty much the best unit in Fates. Wyverns are still exceptionally strong. Oh, this wouldn't have even worked anyway. Oops. Because what I kind of wanted to do was dance, shelter, and then maybe rescue out. But this is not good news. If it's just the boss, it is just the boss. How much does he do? 42? Oh, Katsuo actually takes that. We'd have to take him off the Spy Shuriken, though, for sure. Is Spy Yumi B or A? I unfortunately think it's A. Yeah. Even Akemi's not close to that. Despite us using her non-stop. Because another Spy Shuriken with someone else that can take a hit from the boss here would be goated. Oh, but now we can shelter. Now we can shelter. If I do this right. I want to transfer off, but this guy's here. Gotta be careful who I move and where. I mean, can we just do it with you? Yeah, we can. I'm overthinking it. So you have 31, 45, 42, but weapon triangle? No, we're sheltering anyway. I'm an idiot. The best way to balance units is not to make units strong, just special. It's to give them a niche. Make them have a niche. Make them separate to other units. But at the same time, speed, luck, defense, and res, you've got to be careful with that, because if you still want to use permadeath, which in my opinion you should, if you make a unit too specialized, when the player loses them, they've now gotten themselves into trouble. And speaking of getting ourselves into trouble, I think this is fine now. Give them all Setsuna personal skill. Ah, yes. I mean, she has it because of her connect. This guy is trapped, by the way. She has it because of his armor, doesn't she? But it is pretty questionable. I'm just trying to think if we want to give him a backpack or just dance him out. Probably just dance him out, right? But is that a fake range? No, it's not. Oh, we're doing it. Just about. We're just about doing it. Stereo Saga 1, 2 are similar-ish. Oh, but you're going to roll your eyes and wince, but Berwick is good as that. No, I don't think Berwick's bad. My Berwick fatigue has nothing to do with Berwick, necessarily. It's to do with people constantly saying it's the second coming of Targa. You know? That's the part that I don't like about it. Because it is, I know. The thing is, it's like Berwick fans are so dedicated that you can't discuss anything ever without someone chiming in, oh, Berwick did it, or Berwick did it better, or Berwick did, you know. It does get a bit tiring. It's mostly because I spend so much time around Donlot and Donlot adjacent people who are very Berwick pilled, I suppose. Have you played it? No. I've played Tearing, I've played Vistaria 1 and 2, but I have not played Berwick. One day I will. One day I'll stop being a full-on LARPer. Man, our movement. I need flyers. I needed to not let all my flyers stay dead. That's what I needed to do. Now, we do have a dancer, so we can dance up. Corin can basically hold this indefinitely, so I don't think I need to worry about this anymore. I mean, it's a shame we can't use Corin. Once Fortune Weave disappoints, you can give it to go. I was actually going to play it a while back, but then everyone was playing it, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to... You know, when everyone's doing something, I don't like to do it as well, which it always ends up poorly for me. You know, like when Anderon and Rebellion Saga like popping off, I was like, oh, everyone's playing them. I don't want to play them. When realistically, I probably should have just played them on the channel. Speedwinghere, yeah, I know, a little bit. It's more just for variety's sake. I don't like watching a bunch of people play the same thing at the same time, so I try and do something similar. We need to just kill this guy. I'm just a bit scared of these two afterwards. I'm trying to think of options for potentially either dealing with them or freezing them or something. Being a contrarian over a PS2 Japanese only game, I'm not a contrarian. I'm not being a contrarian about it at all. I'm not saying it's bad. I've never said, find a clip of me saying Berwick's bad. I don't. I just say I'm tired of always being told it's the greatest thing ever and nothing else can reach up to the pinnacle that is Berwick Saga. That's all. That's all. In a way, you're kind of proving my point right now. It still doesn't solve our issue. We can dance up for one. Could maybe do like a rescue thing, but... I mean, this guy has to go. Does he have anything terrifying? Is that going to block? It's 100% Aegis, which doesn't matter. So we do actually have to kill him like this. Because we're not going to kill him with bows. I mean, when you say something like, oh boy, I wish units were more unique, basically, then yeah, bow, it does it more than every Fire Emblem game, just a fact. No, I don't wish more. I was yapping about both. I think units need to have a niche, but if you make them too niched, then it's a detriment, because if they die, you're in a really bad spot. Guys, everyone's uncles at Nintendo say Fortune's Weave news this week. True, confirm, legit. I have already mentioned that, yes. Skill and res, and Aegis. Our own Aegis. Sadly, it's not 100% like theirs. And a Saris robe, huge. Yes, there is allegedly going to be a direct. I'll believe it when I physically see it, but allegedly, supposedly, perhaps, maybe, there might be one. Okay, so is there a way that we can do this? I only need one more move, actually. So we can do this, then a Kemi dance to kill this. No! One off, dude. He's so strong. He has bow fair and quick draw. How is he not one-shotting this guy? I still think I want to do something like that, though. We just need to give him more strength, which we can do. I haven't got room to do the things that I want to do. I'm just going to assume these guys aren't going to pester us. They're just going to leave us alone. Also, this guy needs to be dealt with as well. Oh dear. Have you visited the village yet? Oh, I didn't even realize it was a visit. I'm an idiot. I got so sidetracked with the idea of do not let them get in the village that I never pressed visit. That's a good catch. Can't believe Speedwinghere don't see Nate the Hate as a credible source. I know, right? It's not like I have a massive history of being a Nate the Hate denier. Oh, we kind of need this to crit. If this crit, that would be so lovely. I guess we can get right in his face and limit his movement a little bit. Vince crit, though. That'd be awesome. Oh, Rend Heaven. Aegis, 100% Aegis. I forgot instantly. Yeah, it'd be awesome if we do get Fortune's Weave news. Long overdue. Ooh. Very long overdue. I want to get my Berserker on here, but I just don't want to move certain units until we can see what's happening. I guess this is fine. How long ago was the gap between the first Three Houses trailer and the time skip trailer? It was quite a while. I don't think it was 8 months or whatever we are looking at now. Unfortunately. Hey, please crit. I love how Nate the Hate said it, and now all the 200 plus generic slot Nintendo channels are making titles like direct leaked. Hilarious if he's wrong. I know, right? And he often is. That's the point I'm always making. He often is wrong. But people don't talk about that. They only talk about the times they were like, oh, he was right this time, though. I think Bardolph's just gonna have to eat this. Which he can. We're just running out of actions here. I want to dance. I was kind of hoping this guy would die. But Muneo just isn't quite doing it. Because Azura, the problem is Azura might just get... I mean, this guy and this guy will team up on Bardolph and he'll definitely die. But these guys have to go. So it's quite the conundrum. What I have to do is I basically dance Akemi, get her there, then she can trade over... No, then we can transfer over the Berserker so Katsue kills. Grim. It's such a weird thing to be hung up on when the next commercials are going to come up. I mean, yeah, but people just... If you're a Nintendo channel that your whole thing is giving news to your audience, having 8 months of nothing for one of Nintendo's biggest games, I would also be making the same kind of slop videos, you know? It is really bad that Nintendo have just been radio silent, because obviously we care a lot about Fire Emblem, right? We're Fortune's Weave, but what about like the Dusk Bloods, you know? Any news of a... I'm an idiot. This never worked anyway. This never worked anyway because it's 2 range versus 3 range. I'm too busy yapping. Oh no. So I think what we do instead is just hope this doesn't lunge a Kemi into there to then die, which actually might happen, but she has a guard gauge. She might live it. Guess what we do instead is kill this guy. Fates really could have benefited from a longbow. It does have one. It does. The Spy Yumi. It's just that in Conquest, you only get it at the very end of the game. But look. Spy Yumi. It's free range only, and it's pretty weak and very bad hit without certain blow. Yeah, I don't blame you for forgetting about it, to be honest. I always forget about it because you just don't really get it in Conquest. The only way you can get it in Conquest is if you go to the left-hand side on the Iago chapter at the end of the game. And you have to be playing on easy mode. Because on normal and hard, it's a Spy Shuriken. And on easy mode, it's either a Spy Shuriken or a Spy Yumi, depending on Kaze's Shuriken rank. Only on easy mode. Why is this a thing? I have no idea. It's the only chest that I can think of in Fire Emblem in the whole series that has a variable content based on unit stats and stuff. I can't think of any off the top of my head other than that. It's pretty cool. It's unique. I think this might just be cooked anyway. I think Bardolph is dying. I don't think there's much we can do about that. Azura might also, with her very, very shaky health. Maybe we can lure him into going here. Also hoping that the Faceless never decide to attack instead. Yeah, nah, Bardolph's probably dead. Oh, that sucks. He's our rally strength. Yeesh. How does this game even track Kaze's weapon rank? I have no idea. It's probably just some thing in the background. Ah, Bardolph. We'll have to try and give some levels to our other Berserker now. He's been upgraded from just strength backpack. Man, 100% Aegis is so spooky. Because this is going to do, yeah, only 28. Still kill. He always knows what his weapon rank is, so it can display it in his character profile. True. B rank, nice. Everything's coming up a Kemi. She just needs 2 more levels. She'll get certain blow and then bow fair, and then she'll be unstoppable. Then she'll be our best unit, hands down. Okay, so I was about to say we need to give this Berserker levels now, and he is the 1 unit we've moved. Oh, we can't even visit the village. Never mind. So it is just to defend the village. That's kind of cool. I wonder how he did that. It's not a visitable village. 4 times crit damage actually coming in clutch. Yes, 4 times crit damage in Fates is huge. And especially in a ROM hack like this, where they love halving damage on half the enemy units in the end game. Very, very useful. But even in base Fates, crit is just king. This guy needs an actual bow. This guy needs a real bow. See, that's a crit. Death blow go burr. I mean, as funny as it was, a Kemi coming in so bad, she is very good now. She is incredibly good now. I kind of ate my words a little bit when I talked about how terrible she was. And we did have to put an incredible amount of effort into her, I suppose, but... Dragon skin. I mean, at least these guys don't fight. Actually, these are probably the people to train this Berserker on a little, thinking about it. Crit should give extra shield gauge. They're already so strong, they don't need more. Okay. Kind of scary, but as long as they just don't suddenly decide to attack at any point, we can kind of do this pretty free. I just want Rally Strength. Rally Strength is so useful. Oh, he needs a lot of levels for it, though. Oh, Banda, what? Do you just say whatever you want? He does come out with some interesting takes and opinions, but I don't know. It leads to discussion, I suppose. I don't mind it so much. Speed, luck, and res. Oh, Panda does say some very odd things sometimes, though. I suppose it's in the name. Panda ignores the net when it shoots. Wait a second, I just realized these guys have renewal as well. We could put turbo tank these guys. I don't really want to, but we could. I mean, the thing with Fates, especially, I don't know if it's all Fates or just Lunatic, is XP does curb off if you keep chipping the same unit. In fact, I think it's just if you keep chipping in a chapter. But you go from like 10 XP, 9 XP, 8 XP, 7 XP, you know. So let's just try and set up a kill. If Odd Panda speaks, I listen. If Odd Panda has an opinion, I agree. Well, you agree with lunge bolting mages. Honestly, I kind of agree with lunge bolting mages, but only if it's handled with proper kid gloves. If you properly designed it so it was like a fun thing that the player intentionally entraps them, Mr. 92. The player properly entraps themselves for it, I think it would actually be quite good. If it was just a horrifying map where you get lunged across the entire map into hordes of enemy units, no, that would not be good. I don't even know this guy's name. I'm gonna have to learn this guy's name. Berserker number 2. Lunge bolting as player unit is fun. HP, strength, luck, and res for Bukavac. Bukavac. Interesting name. It was Peripersonal, which we do now have a dancer. Hello. To me, like 80% of his ideas sound like someone on crack. I mean, if you're just floating ideas rather than actually implementing them, I think it's no harm. Everyone likes floating ideas. Yeah, see, now he's only getting 8 XP for a chip. Then maybe that's fine. Let's just deal with these guys while we're at it. I mean, this is a route map. I wouldn't even be surprised if after a set amount of chapters, there's going to be turns. Like a mad onslaught of kill squads or something. Oh, it's Dual Yumi versus Calamity Gate. Certain blow. Oh, vengeance! I gotta remember, 100% vengeance. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh, Akemi, no, not after this. HP, magic, skill, luck. Certain blow. Oh my goodness. I completely forgot the 100% vengeance on these guys. I mean, I'm glad that these guys didn't move, but at the same time, these guys being probably the last units on the map that you fight, being 100% vengeance 1-2 range units is pretty horrible. Res on sniper mattering, true? Yeah, she does. She actually has pretty good res and defense, all things considered. She's not bad. We need another turn on this, I think. These faceless are the weirdest enemies. I kind of like it. They're super juggernauts that move towards the village, and you basically have to use so many units to take them down. Because the only problem with this condition is because we have Corrin on the village, they can't take it. and they don't fight. I think if they get blocked by the village, they should probably fight you. The Baruka counter incident, we don't talk about that. Yes. I will never learn, ever. I never learn about counter. I'm so bad at dealing with counter. Oh, we have a guard gauge. Which does not apply to vengeance. Or does it? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Is there any world where we die, though? I don't think so, right? Let's work it out. 42. Like, if he went down to 1 HP, 35. Oh, these guys don't have Calamity Gates, though. Why wouldn't Guard Gauge apply? I don't know. Now that I say it out loud, I'm not actually sure. This is fine, right? Or do I just want to do it like this? I just want to do it like this. Let's not be silly. I think that was fine, but I'm not going to risk it. And Vengeance is one of the few proc skills that I would fully get behind. When we did the Rev draft race, Vengeance on Camilla was so important for me. It was really important for me. If I was going to do my 2-tier and Ankos clear, a 2-turn and Ankos clear, which I did, I had to have Vengeance as a backup for if I didn't get the strength levels, which I didn't in the end. Oh, perfect. Skill Emblem is peak. I like crazy ideas. Seal of Flame's only flaw is no unmasked unit. There really should have been an unmasked unit when there's so many generics. Someone said there is, but I think we've got the whole cast now, so I think they were just yapping. I think they were just yapping. Very similar to what I do sometimes. Unmask is Charlotte's personal skill. She gets extra crit when she fights female enemies. But the problem with that is female enemies and fates just don't massively exist. And when they do, they're usually really squishy, so you don't really need to crit them. So this was the perfect time to utilize that, because there's tons of female generics for classes that don't normally have female versions. I guess he just didn't want to go for her because he didn't see any hit or something. Man, what a chapter. It took us a couple of tries at the start to get this going, but we got there in the end. My goodness. There are flyer maids, healers, and a handful of bosses, I guess. Yeah, and do you need to crit any of them with a berserker? Not really. Oh, we got 5 building points. Have I just not been building anything? We saved the day and defeated all the purple ghosts. Oh, there's still a blacksmith unit, which I'm assuming we're getting now. I'm assuming that was him. Daisuke! Hey, 15 speed. Why do they all have 15 speed? Is that A for IC? Our hero. My hero. My beloved hero. 11 luck. Salvage blow unit. Let's go. Hey, he can inherit all this stuff that we just recently got. And by recently got, I mean lost. He even has C in swords. All of these are really good, though. I don't think we're going to use the Venge Club. The Venge, weapons are really good on paper. But they're really difficult to use right without sitting down and doing, calcs, which I never do. 15 speed is really low, though. Laz does not like giving units speed. It'd be funny if he could reclass the Vanguard. Yeah, it'd be funny if I could see any reclasses for anyone. I guess I could get a second seal. Well, we're going to have to get a second seal anyway, because Katsuo needs to go back to Kinchi now. Please, he also has Dragon Blood, does he? Good spot. What? Oh my goodness, he does. The deep lore. He has dragon blood. Okay. Oh, and I suppose Azura does as well, doesn't she? Oh, does this mean we're going to get Dragon Vein chapters coming up now? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I have 2 Siegfried. Oh, no, I said I wouldn't do that because that's so busted. I did say I would not do that. Rinka's dad? Yeah, maybe. He's got white beard. It could be. Oh, yeah, I forgot we got this guy. He's actually all right. So, second seal. Did I buy one or not? I can't even remember. No, I didn't. Will we finally get to Valor Peak? The people, they yearn for Valor.
Farewell.
Okay, let's have a look at what some of the reclasses are for some of these characters, because I don't think we saw any of these ones. Uneo can be a Kinshi. That's actually pretty good. We do need more flyers. That would make him pretty useful. Jinpei. Gets only Chieftain. Unfortunately, it's so late in the game. Getting that would be a bit rough. Blacksmith's interesting. Bukovac? Did we ever look at him? I think I want to keep him for rally. Oh, he can become a general. He can become the most mid-general ever. Although, getting a wary fighter on him might unironically be good. Azura, obviously, is her usual. It's interesting to see Azura scaled up, because I normally never get her, like, to that kind of level, 27. Till like the very end of the game, maybe. And Daisuke gets what? Ooh. Jamie has no speed. No speed alert. I think we're fine. Taz just does not want you to have speed. He's Fuga, but slow. This man is not Fuga. This man is nothing near Fuga level. Aether's cool, though. We can put Aether. Him on Andreas's back is actually massive Norian trust. I should do that. That should be the play. Him with Andreas will go really, really well. Okay, Ketsuo. Kinshi. We lose 3 strength, but we want our Kinshi back. Daisuke is a Dragonbane user. Yes, he is. Which I wonder what that means. Is he the fire dragon? I should read the placeholder tag. Yeah, we lose a lot of good stats, but move is the best stat of all. And freedom of movement. If we're going to keep having waste chapters thrown our way. Seraph's robe to who? Azura, maybe? Might mean she actually lives. A 1. Because like, she won't get doubled by things. And now she might actually tank 1 hit with the Guard Naginata. Freedom of movement, good spell in Pathfinder. It is. Oh, it's going to suck not having rally strength for a little bit. Oh. I know. This guy should just have one of the random bad bows. And who was it that needed a good bow? You. You can have the bows. You went from 1 Dragon Vein user to 3. Hey! Sneewing Faceless. The Faceless. Hey, I wonder if we get better support bonuses from the Faceless, because part of me thinks the reason the Faceless support bonuses are good is because he doesn't get them. Like, he doesn't get them from having support. Unless the last stretch of games are just indoor late game Valor maps. Could be. Either way, flyers are just always useful to have, just for transfer shenanigans. Cabbage. Or cabbage. Hey, is there anything else we really want to do here? Not really. I think we're fine just to crack on. Kemi. Sure, have that elixir, Kemi. Just so it looks like you have more in your inventory. Oh yeah, so we have 5 points. 5 points! Should definitely do that. Should I build the thing? I don't think there'll be anything from this, but I guess if we got the points, we may as well. It's the fire orb for Flora, isn't it? And then it's the hot spring. I don't know if there'll be units tied to this. I hope there's not really. In a way. Just because it's stupid. I've always thought it's stupid that there were units tied to this. Poor Flora comes so late. She does, and it's a shame because she's the best pair-up for her sister. Like, if Felicia could pick up Sorcerer super easily through Flora early, that would be amazing. Okay. What happens if we go in the hot spring? Crash, right? But they have models. Oh. Yeah, it just works, because they have models. Do they have text? No. Oh. Maybe. No, they're just there. Someone else is arriving. Ooh. Oh, hello. Bookovac. I don't know why the My Room crashes your Nintendo PC because it works on my machine. Really? Does it just instantly cut to it being done then? Because we don't have live 3D. Did you try building the fire orb and full hot spring? That's what I literally just did a second ago. I just built the fire orb. I didn't have enough points to level the hot spring to 3. But we put fire orb to 3 and hot spring to 1. I think we're done though. We can kind of cheat our way. That looks like Valor to me. We can kind of cheat by looking at current supports, right? I think we've got everyone now. No, we do not. Ballistician? Oh, there's 3 more units. A witch, a ballistician, and a hero? A witch? I don't get to play with witch often because I don't use DLC. Feral dragon? Huh? Another hero? Yeah, we already got our Aether unit. Boots General. They're just enemies? I kind of like this. As horrifyingly scary as they look. 45 attack with trample. With mixed defenses, 60 health. Oh no. Do we have to do both sides? Is it like the other one where you could choose? Defeat the boss. Clear the rubble. Enemy Maligs is a rare. What? No, 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 no. Okay, at least it's only for him. Do not start putting inevitable end. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I am one of the world's biggest Fates glazers, and I despise inevitable end. If I had to say one negative thing about Conquest, it's inevitable end. Don't do this to me, man. What on earth is that? Dual Guardsman, when paired up and in cover, grants additional dual guard points. Holy, that has to be a DLC skill. I am not familiar with that. Why, dude? I am inevitable, best skill in the game. It's so good. No, it's not. I hate inevitable end. Is there any reason for me to stay here other than XP? Can I not just rescue? No, I bet you can't. I bet you can't rescue from the top. Spy Shuriken Inevitable End. Bah! Bah! Oh, no. So what's the map objective? It's kill boss, which is here, so I might just gun for that, but it's easier said than done, because he's a wary fighter. My interest in playing to this the end kind of keeps decreasing. Inevitable End is something I was really hoping not to see. I'll be real with you. But Inevitable End can't do anything to you if you kill them first. Which we just decreased his strength. I was about to say Katsuo might do. Akemi probably does it with Killer Bow. But then Spy Shuriken also stops us doing that on enemy phase. Bloody hell. We can't have all our good units down here. I mean, this is the boss side, so... Annoyingly... Let's definitely do this. Annoyingly, our best boss killer... But here, for this general, is probably Corrin. We don't have... Oh, and we only have... No, we have Ezio who can use staffs. Definitely need a staff user on each side. This side looks so weak. He says, moving a unit over from it. Very important that we do this correctly, because this is going to be a slaughter, I think. Maybe this side, like this. Oh boy, we're spreading ourselves a bit thin. And then you down here. There are enemy dragons and poison strike for extra salt. I know. Yeah, enemy dragons is cool. I like this a lot. It's innovative. It's useful. You could just fly Corrin to the other side. No, you can't. So this is impossible. But basically, this chapter normally is the one where you choose to split your doubles to the other side. There's no way that they let you then rescue or fly across, because that would completely ruin the point of that chapter. Now, rescue staff across, I have no idea. Probably not. If I had to guess, probably not. We're not Iron Manning. I could test it. I could test the rescue staff, but... There's very little incentive to stay on this side, other than just survive, I guess. I said, let's just go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This isn't an Iron Man, you know. We can see what happens. It looks like our troops got separated as we entered this realm. And we're being swarmed already. I get the feeling there'll be no end to these enemies if we don't do something. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. That soldier looks like their leader. We can't reach them from here, but the rest of our troops can. We'll have to hold out until they can get to them. We get the Valor music though. Here we are, Valor. Finally, we go to Valor, and it's looking pretty terrifying. One free range Dragon Breath because okay. One free range. Sure, bro. I do love the Valor music, though. And they actually have pretty decent move. They have 5 move. Are those both axes? No, of course they're not. And that is the axe. The thing is, if this is kill boss, we gotta rush in a way, which is... Oh, look, by the way, you can't fly. For those wondering. We kind of gotta rush a little bit, but I don't know if we can. Just pull this dragon closer. I don't think we can. Also, I'm not convinced that this squad can actually kill the general, necessarily. Unless we get, like, an Aether hammer or something, maybe. Okay, now down here, I guess we move to the right and try and, like, stay in here. Maybe that's the idea of this is terrifying because you're not meant to push into them. You're meant to run away from them. I mean, Corin did say we're meant to be holding out. Hello, Mr. Wing. Hello, Xander. Hello. Of course, there's one here as well, because there just has to be. Okay, but that's fine, because we can actually test our hypothesis of does Akemi just deal with these guys without getting inevitable ended. I mean, if I'm just holding out over here, maybe we don't need so many people on this side. I mean, she does do it. Does it quite handily, actually. It's nice. Honestly, I wish Corin got Dragon Breath, but I guess Magic Corin's already broken. It would be so strong, yeah. Come on, get an Aether. I want to see that Norian Trust in action. Don't all move. Okay, good. I'm not sure this map needs more reinforcements. Oh, Brave Sword reinforcements. Okay. Is this map going to be split up, die? I mean, you have to split, though, because Corin's locked to this side, and the kill boss is up here. So you have to split. I mean, unless you can rescue over this obstacle impassable, but I don't think you can. That doesn't seem like something they would do, because normally this chapter has a gimmick of replicating your units as clones. Oh, 5 effective damage. Let's go. I forget that the sidelong Yumi doesn't do anything. Hopefully you have good units. Yeah, see, the funny thing about that, I've kind of been letting them stay dead. I've kind of been allowing units to die and just stay dead. 9, 18, 36 plus 9. That's actually a kill if one of them crits. Which it definitely will. Yes! If Corin was your only unit, would this be a soft lock? No, because you get the blacksmith at the end of last chapter. But you're not going to beat this with just the blacksmith, so technically yes, technically no. So how much does this Dragon Breath do to just mortal units? 38? He does 38 damage at free range? Holy trample moment. That's terrifying. Wait, he might just one-tap our Swordmaster, because he's not much bulkier. My goodness. It's 21 without the Horse Spirit. Guys are fast, dude. Once the Dragon Spirit would come in handy, it actually would. Yeah! Let's go. Yeah, this guy's definitely Andreas's permanent backpack, by the way. He is his permanent backpack forever, forever. Rev Wormslayer, bros, it's our time, finally. After years, it has a purpose. So what does Dragon Breath hit off? Is it res? Is it a magical attack or is it a physical attack? I genuinely don't even know. 30 might. Wow, 100 hit. $30 damage, and it did 20. No, 45 plus trample 50, and it did. I think it's hitting off res. No, strength. Yeah, no, you're right. If it was hitting off res, it would have actually basically one-shot him, right? Because trample's only on player phase, so that's 45 minus 18. 20 something ish. I don't know, I'm terrible at maths. Basically, don't let units go near him. They're gonna have to, kind of, sometimes. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the dragons, actually. Now I'm just gonna be preying on, surely I will get Apers every time, which is not a very good way to play. Trample's on Eva phase best Fates player, is it actually? I mean, I knew it was one of the best skills in the game, but I don't remember it working like that. Damn. Usually offensive skills and Fates are only on player phase. So I'm surprised at that. Yeah, you are correct. Not beating the fake Fates fan allegation. I'm confirming that has, like, the world's worst memory allegation. Not allegation, it's just a fact. I mean, is our friend here just doomed anyway? He might be. And I need to split some of these characters up so we have a chance of... This is a scary map. If these guys spawn every turn and it's a rush to kill boss, we're gonna have a bad time. Especially when they start spawning down here, which I'm sure they will. I'd need to not have these two paired up. Wow. That's a bit better. Oh, elbow room and strong riposte. Okay. You got me. I mean, it's amazing how little I actually know about this game despite playing it all the time. It's also like knowing and knowing. You know, I do a lot of stat feeling. And dual weapons. So good. Some things never change. People always like, oh, they should bring back the Reaver weapons, etc. They did. They just gave them a different name. Calamity Kate. Jewel Club. So these guys having inevitable ends, fine, right? Like, why do these guys... Oh, no, it's not fine because they have seal magic. So they have permanent stacking seal magic. Ignore my strange noise. Does that mean Akemi's sealed with something permanently now? Grim. A very nice time to introduce a restore star. Sorcerers with breakers against the weapons that are supposed... Yeah, just one taps him anyway. Brutal, dude. I think these dragons are a bit overtuned, honestly. They don't need to have free range. You could have made that 2 range. Like 5 move, free range that can like one-shot characters seems kind of insane. And even one of our best units in the whole game can't one-round them. I mean, she might with crit. A new block with a stick man? A stick man. I couldn't block. He has free range and my Swordmaster was standing here and he could hit up to like here. There's no way I could block. I mean, Hiroki could maybe have gone there. don't know if that would have done much, though. We might be staring down the barrel of a reset on this anyway, once we kind of, like, get a feel for this. I get the feeling there's going to be tons of units suddenly appearing because we're not moving fast enough, but I don't really know how we can move faster. Guess we're just gambling for Aper. Nice. I'm so glad that Andreas is alive, because having a good unit that can actually use the skill is useful. My goodness. Mayako. She's level 8. She's not even that underleveled. Come on now. Man, these units are so strong. Great club, certain blow. Oh no, it's my Rinker build. Quick draw, death blow, certain blow. It's my Rinker build used against me. It's such a fun build, but seeing it here is absolutely horrifying. We basically gonna have to have crits and stuff. Luckily, we can do a lot of damage to one of them here. Like, that doesn't look scary, but trust me, it's very scary. He has 62% crit on player phase, and he's going to have 51 hit. With extra damage. Valamats, yes, and enemy dragons, who are honestly too strong in my opinion. In my humble opinion, so they're a little bit too strong. I mean, we could maybe, if this does end up being a reset worthy, we might actually buy dragon effective weapons, which I can't believe I'm saying that in faith. No, Aether, what a bad unit. I'm used to getting Aether now. I demand it. But these guys are not going to kill the rest of the units. Oh dear. I just gotta hope Hiroki can tank a hit, but... No, Zura's cooked anyway. Unless this blocks well enough. Which it doesn't. Neither of these two can eat it. That's for sure. Ugh. And sadly, this is not a freeze. Can that guy go all the way around? Sort of. Oh, that's so close. What if we transfer? I guess the Berserker's not doing anything. I still think this is cooked regardless. I think Azura's in a lot of trouble, but... Let's just have a look. Would it be funny if Wyvern Corrin got hit by 6 times effectiveness? Would it now? I think that would be horrifying. I kind of always forget that Corrin's even effective, like for dragon effective problem, until suddenly you get to the Iago chapter and those heroes with Worm Slayers appear. I mean, Azura's just cooked. You rescue her. Miyako's gonna die. We're gonna lose everyone. Andreas might die as well, actually. They probably just do enough to him. I've needed a trade on to guard Naginata there, I think. I mean, let's just rescue Azura for now. This is probably gonna be a reset regardless, but let's just look. Like, I'm getting a feel for this chapter. I think we're now at the stage of the game where most of the chapters are probably going to take us a couple of goes just to get our, like... Are these also certain blow? No, they're not. Okay. 100% Astra hero with a silver sword. Oh my... Jeez. I think we kind of need Corrin here to tank as much as possible. He's going to get his magic sealed by the other guy, but there's not much we can do about it. Inevitable end, my behated. Don't put inevitable end into your games, please. Like, I kind of... Oh, Omega Yato, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. Yes, we do have the Omega Yato. Pretty good. The fully realized Fire Emblem. Say that again. I mean, we might be able to kill that guy as well. I was just kind of thinking we probably need to use these two for these two. Yeah. Bruh. Need those two just for the dragon. Come on, get an Ignis. It's a lair, OMG. The emblem. The Fire Emblem. We'll never have such peak ever again. We'll never be allowed it. No, it has to just be the Fujin, I think. Somehow, the Fire Emblem returned. We'll find out in Engage 2. That's when the 8 months of no Fortunes Weave news was because they actually shelved it and decided to instead go with the people's choice of Engage 2. I'll go and weave your fortune. You just know. Oh, lethality. I forgot we even had that. You just know that someone's going to say something like that. They won't be able to help themselves. Now, is there a world where we do this instead? Because that would actually be kind of cool. I mean, it works, technically. Because just killing this guy would be amazing. It would mean that we don't take an inevitable end. Oh, but can she live a Silver Sword Astra? Probably not, right? Probably not. So, never mind. We'll just do this. We just have to accept that Corrin is getting inevitable end sealed. Yeah, she's getting nuked by Astra. I mean, Corrin's not going to like it either, probably, even with his ridiculous defense. Engage 2 will come out around the same time as the FP4 remake. Oh, that would be amazing. Skill luck. Ofair! She is now entering... We don't need aptitude at this point. She's entering Broken Era. Yeah, here it is. The Rinka build. It's so good. Certain Blow Quick Draw Great Club is insane. With Savage Blow as well. Man, forcing me to split when I'm running out of good units is not going to go well for us. That's not going to go well for us either. I need to open this up. Open this pit up ASAP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Not that this helps us too much, but... Engage 2 featuring Kagero. Engage 2 featuring the villains, but actual models. I was so certain that that's what they were going to do, and they did kind of do it in the final chapter, but not really. They just called them the final bosses. But they should have had, instead of the enemies taking your rings, they should have had the enemies had enemy ring. I think that would have been really cool. And I imagine that idea had to be floated around at some point, surely. Oh boy. I mean, we can guard Naginata these guys. Just making sure that's darting blow and not quick draw. Pretty much our only competent unit on this side is Andreas. Pretty spooky, actually. Enemy rings could have been cool. They would have been, but the amount of development time and effort they would have had to put into making enemy-only rings that the player never gets to use. Like, when you think about it like that, it actually doesn't make that much sense. They did it in the manga, I think. Did they actually show them? I've heard that they finally revealed who the Zero Emblem is in the manga, and we don't know how canon the manga is. Oh, nice. And it's Unri, but... yeah, I would like to see. I should read. I have read a big chunk of the Engage manga, but I haven't read the last bit. Strength, skill, defense, res. Hey, he's getting better and better. Okay, nice. This is so cooked. I'm getting punished so hard for leaving so many good units dead. I've brought this all on myself. I can't wait for the Engage remake. Engage Remastered. Deluxe Edition. I mean, there should be a Switch 2 edition, yeah. Why not? I should read average... Huh? Since when? I swear... What? That has to have been a fake range. Well, that's not very fun. 34 times 2... 15, 13... I think she actually lives that, you know? Or it'll be very close. Oh, come off it!
So this is how it ends.
Perfect damage. I mean, I might want to rethink this chapter anyway. This chapter seems like you kind of need to have a full squad of very well-trained units, which I don't have. Do you know what I should try? I should try... Is our rescue on this side? It's not. Is there any way we can test the rescue? I'm 99% sure you cannot rescue units from that island to this island. These dudes ain't playing, they're not. Yeah, no, I will probably reset here. And by probably, I mean almost definitely. Although we've played without a dancer this whole time. Yeah. There's no way. I won't even be able to see a rescue range. Okay, fine. And this is not a good stream for not resetting. We had to do a few of these. Okay, let's try this again. Now, do I want to buy anything? Do I want to do anything? We do have a bit of money. We need a reset counter. I mean, I played the most of the game trying not to reset and just leaving units dead, and that's why we're now in the situation that we are. I kind of because the game was so manageable. I had birthright syndrome, you know? I had birthright syndrome. Because the game was so manageable, I didn't feel the need to make sure to reset constantly for units. I just let my good units stay dead. And now I'm paying the price. Maybe this time we'll actually deal with some of these guys up here first. Dude, did he really have to have free range? I'm just saying. To be fair, playing Profus on a harder difficulty, resets are pretty challenging. Yeah. This game's definitely ramped up its difficulty a lot in the second half. Like the first bit, I was kind of just yapping and roaming around. We're definitely facing a slightly higher caliber of threat now. That's for sure. Oh, I should have given Andreas a speed tonic or some. It's still not enough anyway. But an Azura dance would have been. This time I won't pull that dragon because we didn't get anything out of pulling that dragon other than a headache. Oh, I'm on dual Yumi, not killer. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, she kills anyway. Wow. Thank you, Akemi. Unpunished. Wait, I still get inevitable ended by that? I thought if you kill them, you don't. Am I another fake Fates fan moment, I suppose? But I thought when you kill units, you do not get the debuff. Not daggers? Oh. I really am the fakest of Fates fans. Speaking of, I've kind of put myself in a situation where we need to do this. Isn't great. You're thinking the seal skills, I am. I thought they worked the same. At least I hit. Or just crit and die. I'm wondering if I need these two up top, actually. I mean, they're very effective here, but just in general, it's a bit scary. There's no way these guys could deal with this. There's not a world where these guys can deal with all this. This is ridiculous. Huh. Could I, the great Sneedwing, finally have met my match? It'd be very underwhelming to end this playthrough at some point on I just can't really progress anymore, but it might happen. It might eventually happen.
I make my own fate. It's over.
This weave, it must give us some kind of fortune. Ooh, katana. I hope we do get Fortune's Weave news. I really do. Me and everyone else, I guess. Not exactly like a bold thing to say, but... I also burnt out on this before finishing it. Is that how it goes sometimes, really? I'm not burning out, I'm just facing the consequence of my own action. Oh dear. These guys hit way too hard. That's a debuff, by the way. That's Draconic Hexed. And he has 1 free range, 5 move, 1 taps people. I mean, he probably 1 taps every single one of these. Okay, not you. Okay. Without the debuff, he might. Do you have enough gold to tonic up a lot of units? With the dragons hitting so hard, I imagine HP tonics would help units live a hit at least. Yeah, we'd have like 5k gold. It's true. Problem is then this guy just moseys on in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That guy and the dragon together just kill. I mean, we can freeze him. Gonna have to, I think. Hi, Speedwing in chat. How is going the run so far? Any generic hyper carry? Yes, Akemi, our villager girl, is cracked. She's very, very good. We've made her very good. We've passed her around a bunch of classes and power trained her. And then also Andreas, our generic paladin. It's just like playing GBA. It's very, very, very good. Oh, I think that was an axe guy. Oh well. So how do you fare? You're actually fine. So maybe we can just block as well. No, because you're free range, right? Yeah, we can block like that. We don't even need to freeze. I mean, the crit's a little scary, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. He's just playing GBA, true. I might do GBA next. Can you send that flyer down from the top to bottom? No. Oh, he could just reach there anyway? I'm an idiot. That's not great. I'm just starting to wonder if we actually can carry on with this. I mean, I'm sure I can beat this chapter if I just beat my head against it enough, but... I'd love to get in the position to try the rescue thing. Oh, and that guy didn't even move when we have that. Okay, let's try something different. This seems more than doable. No, it is, it is. Let's try something completely different, though. What I'm going to do this time, I think, is we'll hypertonic up Corin. The problem is inevitable end, so I think there's Laz thought of this, but I might hypertonic up Corin and put everyone else up here and just rush. Like, super rush the boss, which is going to be really difficult because he's wary fighter with Tome Fair. Not Tome Fair, you know what I mean. Tome, I hate tomes. The I hate tomes skill. But I think what I need to do is rush. Worm Slayer? Could the Worm Slayer be what saves the run? The worst part is Andreas can probably use... can he? Is it D rank? Anyway, what I might do... I might try... is basically put everyone up top and just, like, gun for the boss. Is this a smart idea? I have no idea. Probably not. My take may be irrelevant, but I think this map could really help train your units up. How? Dude, we're struggling just to kill them without being one-tapped. Like, I like the idea, don't get me wrong. I'd love to train some of the lower level units up, but how am I feeding them kills? This is a rush map. Like, there was reinforcements every turn. They have inevitable end, so debuffs stay permanently on your unit. As far as, like, feeding units kills goes, that is not chapter for it, in my opinion. Okay, let's just super tonic Corin, and then we'll see if he can weather the storm. I don't know why I'm going strength fan magic. He's gonna get inevitable ended, but he might just be able to just chunk through it for a bit.
Farewell.
Never mind, did see the reinforcements. Yeah, they teleported in. But only at the top. I imagine they'll teleport in the bottom as well. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Let's just try this. This might go horribly, but I think it might be okay. Okay, the Faceless has it. That's fine. Because, like, with this, we have 42 defense, 33 res. That is quite a lot. Inevitable End will take a while to chunk us down. I think this might be the play. He said, totally not huffing a massive amount of copium. And then we get Matey, Daisuke with the hammer, and we get an Aether hammer on the boss and just instantly one-shot him. Right? It's as simple as that. Did I defense tonic Corin? I think so. Why not? Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't do the most important ones. Oops. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Who knows? I think I need to have all my firepower. I need to not be attacking. I need to just be gunning. How good would Venge Club be on the blacksmith? Pretty good, but Only if we can figure out how he doesn't die. I mean, the Venge Club is good. I should probably be using it on someone. The thing is, he only has 22 defense. I mean, are we ever going to use the Steel Sword? I mean, it's better than just sitting in our inventory, but... The thing I don't like about Venge Club is that you have to actually really work out the maths, and I never do that. I do rough maths, and that's about the best you get. Never to end, enemies might not even do 0 attack current if they do 0 damage. That's true. We have seen enemies in this hack do that, though, so I don't know. But that is a good point, yes. If the inevitable end enemies don't hit Corrin can probably just perma-tank at least a lot of it. Or at least long enough for us to get a Kemi and people over there to just try and blast. I like Fire Emblem math, not real math. I'm not a massive fan of either. It is kind of funny that one of my favorite series is a game revolving around math, and I just don't like math. I was never very good at math. I tried taking math with mechanics for A-level, and that was a humongous mistake. I think inevitable end ninjas do attack even at 0 damage because AI knows it's doing something. Yeah, I think so as well. But we will see. What am I doing? Swap. Yeah, this is the new... No. Oh, I can't do this without separating way. What am I doing? I'm losing my mind. There we go. Maybe. As an engineer, I love math. Wow, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I don't mind math, but I was never very good at it. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes. I think this might fare a little better. Get the blacksmith on Andreas. But we have to be fast. I'll just do it on the first turn. We have to be really fast here. And obviously that general's designed to not kill him fast. As an engineer, I hate maths. Oh, are you sure you're in the right career? It depends on what type of engineer you are, though, doesn't it? So where do we think Corrin's best? I'll leave him in the middle for now, and we'll see who moves. Now here... I kind of want to just do this, but... it's so greedy. It doesn't really work. I do that and swap to the killer bow. No, it doesn't work. I never even noticed there was a Malig. We never even dealt with this Malig. What's an early Fire Emblem hero skill? Huh? What do you mean by that? What are the skills you get in Fire Emblem Heroes? Streamer bait for brain decay is real. Yes, it is. I don't help myself, really. I could very easily play GBA Fire Emblem or Teleus or something where you can just yap and not really think about what you're doing. But instead, I play lunatic fates and maddening mode engage where you have to constantly have your wits about you, which doesn't really help my penchant for just yapping and not paying attention. Oh, you saw, Oh, Penna. I'm one of those people who would want early Fire Emblem hero skills in real Fire Emblem. What, all the ones that give you buffs and stuff? I mean, some of them have appeared in later titles, haven't they? I kind of needed to pull the dragon, actually, and I still can, probably. If I can pull the dragon away, then maybe a Kemi or someone can deal with him over the wall. We all know 77 plus 33 equals 100, clueless. The sort of maths I'd do. Bruh. You think I would learn by now that that guy's the Silver Axe? I love Prehouse's implementation of reposition and co. I love reposition. Reposition is one of my favorite skills. All movement skills are go-to. You know, if it's just that dragon, maybe there is actually unironically a Worm Slayer play somewhere. I hate to admit it. Go, Akemi. Crit. Yes. Oh, it's not a kill. Oh. There's my map in action. 14 times 4 is 60, guys. It's like the world's easiest map as well. Oh well. At least now I know that she can do it with the Berserker or something. Oh, the maid's on his back, actually. Gotta bear that in mind. Well, this is already starting to look a lot better. It's just how long can Corrin hold on for is going to be the determining factor here, I think. Hopefully a while. Hopefully long enough for us to just gun it. Reposition skills for a dancer would be almost useless. It depends whether you make them use your turn up or not. Because something you can do is you could make reposition and shove free actions. And then it would be pretty good on dancer. That would be broken? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I think you can have shove be a free action. Reposition, maybe not so much. Shove, probably. Corrin will be fine. Baseless is helping him. Baseless, you know, say what you like about Baseless. He is pretty good at him performing his role of just giving Corrin a few stats. Okay, let's get both there again. Excellent. Yeah, this is looking so much nicer, actually. Look at this. We actually have the actions to use unit. To kill units, even. If dancers canter again, lol. Maybe not. I mean, see, Dao, to be fair, I go on and on about how broken Azura is. See, Dao is absolutely violently disgusting because of the fact that he can get canter. I kind of forget how disgusting See Dao is. And then by the existence of the buy left ring, See Dao, you can dance your dancer, which, as we all know, is perfectly balanced when you're allowed to do that. Like, See Dao is very, very good. Can we get Dragon Breath for Corrin, please? I mean, if there's a way to smuggle it. We have smuggled a few weapons that we're not meant to have. See Dao's broken because Holdout. I mean, Holdout helps, yeah. But I think, I really think it's Canter. Like, the ability to dance someone, canter backwards, so you're now in a good position for a 4-person dance with by left, which then lets you do it again. You know, very strong. I don't know why I'm separating those two. They basically got to be together. Okay, so the mages might be an issue here. Run, Corrin, run. I mean, if we just book it, right? I don't know. This is maybe feasible. Wow. Bulky units. I love dancing my dancer. Whenever you do like a randomizer or something, oh my goodness, this hurt. Yeah, buddy. If you do like a randomizer and you get 2 bards or 2 dancers or something, it's so funny. You can do the train. Okay. So, what do these guys even have? They're honestly not even that scary. Although, and 11 crits, a little spooky. They overlap? Yeah, of course they do. The one thing that Andreas really needs is good 2 range. I think it's probably a good thing he doesn't. But if I was to play again from the start, knowing how good he is now, I would probably grind up his sword rank to get him to have the Rijinto or something. Engage is the most balanced and most broken Fire Emblem game in the series. It's very funny. I mean, yeah, I could actually agree with that. You can break Engage so easily. But then if you don't choose not to break it, it's pretty balanced. Which sounds stupid. As I say that out loud, that sounds really stupid. I know what I mean. Get him to A-rank swords, I guess. You said it already. Yeah. I mean, doing that now would be torturous. I mean, we can try and hit occasionally where we can, but unless we get tons of gold and there's still arm scrolls, I don't think it's happening. I think we even used an arm scroll on someone. Visaria Saga 2, you could get 4 refresh units on a single map. I mean, earlier when I said I played Visaria Saga 2, that's with a caveat. I never finished it. I played like a bit of it. I don't think I got to that point. 300 avoid Alir, yes sir. You can get a lot of avoids and engage. The thing with... Okay, so now... Let's see what happens. I think we die a lot faster than I was hoping. Because this... At least they'll clog a little bit. But we gotta go. We gotta go now. I probably needed to pull some of these guys this turn instead. I'm just a bit scared of doing that. Engage is the fun broken, not the turn your brain off kind. I mean, it is and it isn't. You gotta remember, Bonded Snore does exist. As much as I hate to bring it up as Turbo Engage Glazer, Bonded Snore exists. Well, I guess we have to go here, despite the fact that I'm saying we need to book it. I'm not sure how else we do that. I think I needed to pull those guys last turn. Ah, here's some sword rank, I guess. Pair up skill and engage is overrated. I mean, it's overrated in terms of people are like, yeah, bro, I could just beat the whole game by doing it, lol, lol, lol. Yeah, that's overrated and not true. And I do think the people that say that haven't actually played the game. But you can clear out incredibly challenging parts of maps, leaving not much left at the end to work, you know, like, I don't know. It's impossible to ignore its existence, really. Whenever you're talking about... It's so annoying as well, because, like, I'd love to do a review of every engaged unit at some point. But the problem with doing that is I have to consider how good they are at Bonded Shield, because it's just that broken. It's that broken, it's that important, that you have to consider it. Everyone slams Bonded Shield, but I think it's really balanced. It's not balanced at all. Engage very clearly wanted to be a massively player-based game. Basically, you have the engage abilities, which are only activating on the player phase outside of 1 or 2, like, Ike things. You have the break mechanic that only works on player phase. Every unit has, like, more move on a smaller map, so that you have better movement for reaching the enemy. You've got a bunch of tools like Obstruct and Current Fire to slow down the enemy so you can then deal with them on your player phase. Like, everything about Engage is super player phase, and then they slapped Bonded Shield in there, and Bonded Shield is like a hyper enemy phase ability. So hyper enemy phase that it basically makes a lot of the player phase tools irrelevant. Or, you know. Anna be like C-tier, surely? Yeah, exactly. Anyone that's actually seen Anna Mage Knight Bonded Shield with Fram will understand how incredibly busted Bonded Shield is. And it goes back to soloing. Because with soloing, Bonded Shield is effectively soloing. You'll get putting all the XP into one unit, and they become very, very strong, very, very fast. Oh boy, speaking of, inevitable end has already begun. We're gonna have a mage. No. I think I had to pull these guys last turn, but even then, if I was somehow able to do that, I'm not really sure if we could reach the boss and kill him. I'm still going to try here, but I would just speed tank Merrin with Bonded Shield someone else and just win. Then why did you say you thought it was balanced? That doesn't sound very balanced to me, sir. I do like Merrin. I mean, this just doesn't work because these guys are free range, right? I just don't see how we get there and how we do enough. What are we actually killing him with? He has 64 health, 38 defense. We can only hit him once. We can't double him. I think it's balanced in the scope of what the game asks for you. Maybe. I don't know. I'm also trying... I've got to try and throw away my bias that I'm very familiar with Engage, and I know how to do certain things in Engage. I guess maybe someone just playing for the first time. But if you're playing for the first time, would you really be playing on Maddening? I mean, I did, but I think the average person probably isn't. I mean, I get what they were doing with Bonded Shield. It was a reference to the heavy enemy phase focused older games, you know. I get it. I just think it kind of is a bit of a stain on an otherwise very player phase centric game. Unfortunately. Like, I hate to admit it, but it really, really is so strong. Enchanter's so cool. Yeah, Enchanter's really fun, or broken, but Speed. I wish they made using the DLC classes a little more tolerable. I'm not even talking about balance at this point. I'm just talking about actually getting them and using them is a pain. You have to do the Xenolog every time, and then they're super expensive. I don't really get what they were going for with it. I'm going to be real with you. Bonded Shield's definitely OP. Fun to use, but OP. Yeah, it is fun. Why are we getting scary music? Stop. Oh, 100% soul. Okay. I mean, I think we just lose here anyway. I think Corrin dies, but we're going to play as if he's not going to. Which probably means these two actually have to go up there. They can't do this. 9, 18, 26. That's actually not enough. And she's so bad without Rend Heaven. When she procs Rend Heaven, she's actually pretty good, but... Like, you have to admit, Enchanter would be cool on one unit in no reclassing game, right? It would and it wouldn't. Enchanter's so busted. Does the 100% soul mean they have 100% hit? Surely not. The thing with you can do some nut stuff with Enchanter, like give everyone effective damage against Corrupted, which is insane. It's so strong. Enchanter for 90 might great axe against Corrupted, yeah. HP Magic Res. I mean, you can make the argument that DLC is meant to be a way to make the player feel turbo strong and, you know, have some fun with it. It definitely does that. Oh, this guy doesn't have 2 range, okay. But I don't know if our dance is going to be enough to take him out. Enchanter, it's a DLC class that uses fists and knives, and you can use items to give your teammates buffs. Pretty cool. It is pretty cool. It's a fun idea. It's just really strong. Skill, speed, res. Least favorite engage map, probably Seedow's chapter. That's the one I usually go for when people ask me. I don't think I have a choice. I think I have to kill this guy with you. Kinda sucks. I would have liked to just move and dance. I mean, is there any way this... I'm just coping at this point. I think we have to. Maybe there's some kind of... If Corrin lives, I'm thinking about this hard, but Corrin's probably just dead, right? Unless he guard gauges the perfect hit. And none of these units are killing that general. Yeah. I'm not convinced here. No. Corrin's so dead, because here's another inevitable end debuff. I mean, maybe he eats the other dragon and then the mages. Oh no, the mages actually do more. No. So even if we had got that extra turn... Oh, and there's the Spy Shuriken inevitable end, okay. So even if I pulled those Bow Knights at the top one turn earlier, we wouldn't have reached the boss with someone that could kill him anyway. This chapter is brutal, dude.
How could this happen?
Well, at least the game resets for me, hey? Zam. Okay. So is there any way we can refine that? Because I do actually kind of like that. We just didn't get there fast enough. I don't know if we can get there fast enough. It's not like we can just one-tap the boss. Sophis is the end. Honestly, I kind of wish dancers needed a fight to refresh units. I want the reason dance, but you have to kill a unit to rush 4 units around you. You made them a combat unit, maybe. I mean, so let's take what we learned here. What did we learn? That Corrin can't really stay there for too long. He'd have to go across here, but he can't one round these guys on enemy phase. Because they all have massive res, even the Master Ninja. Who he wouldn't double anyway. We could put a Kemi or someone down here to help deal with these guys, but the problem with that is we kind of need her up top. This combat dancer would need Azura stats? Yeah, probably. I think you'd have to make them bulky. You'd have to make them a frontline fighter. Our problem wasn't an ability to kill the dragons or anything, so I don't think getting a Worm Slayer helped. Oh man, and when we do get down here, there's Nos, Vantage Sword. I didn't even notice those guys. It's definitely better to go up top than bottom because the woods, there's only one tile woods there instead of multiple tiles. I think the way you did it, the attempt before the last, is the way to go. What? Where we had it split and go across here. I just... Maybe... I mean, maybe we could do a kind of compromise where we just have a couple of units down here. Not many, just a couple. And then just aggro one group at a time, they move to you. It's that they don't just stand still, they're moving to us. Or at least on the bottom, they're moving to us. I think what we could possibly do is just have, like, some of them down there. Not many, just a couple. Wasn't the dragon the only one moving at first? Yeah. I mean, we could definitely chill a little more here, I think. But And Ezio, maybe. So we have a healer. Jump dragon, then push out. I mean, that is the other option, is to try and kill everything down here. The problem with that is then we still have to deal with this boss, and I feel like the boss is going to need everyone to do something, or at least a lot of people. Unless we just get really lucky with a Aether hammer or something. I think I tried this. I tried this, and we just try. Basically, we just need to buy more turns of Corrin. If we could buy like an extra 2 turns of Corrin, we can at least attempt the boss. But actually play it. Just reset until we have the perfect turn, trust. I mean, pretty much. Not far off what we're doing. We just need a good opener. If we have a good opener, we're then kind of laughing. No, we could actually counter with the Spy Yumi. Sure, why not? A bit of damage on him, hey. Actually, no, I was going to say we could do like an Aether, but I kind of need that guy up there. The main thing is I need to move faster, but I just can't until this dragon's out the picture, because he one-shots so many of our unit. Like I said, I think the dragon's a bit too strong. My humble opinion. Guess we may as well get the dance stats. Sadly, Speedwinghere is too poor for tonics long term. I mean, another thing I can do is I can liquidate everything we got in the convoy and tonic up tons of people, but I don't even know if we need to do that. Oh, she doesn't double without Katsuo? Ooh. I mean, maybe that's fine. I didn't realize Katsuo was giving her, like, bonkers speed, but I guess he is his husband. Dragon is playable unit. Now that would be something. There we go, nice. Like, if we get one of those on the boss, that will chunk him hard, but we got to get to the boss first to even attempt that. See, here's the problem, is now... Yeah, now we can't do that. And this also doesn't solve the problem of everyone else. Oh, no. Yeah, the dragon one-taps him. Oh, man. No bueno. Like, it would be fine if it was just the dragon, but... these other units have to die as well. It's easier said than done. Why didn't you buy a Worm Slayer? I refuse to buy the Worm Slayer. I mean, I might. I don't know if that would help us that much. I guess it might one-round him here. Thing is, the way I'm seeing it, even if we kill this guy, do we survive the rest of them? Like, you're gonna get chunked. Bear in mind that low hit chance is mostly due to his skill. Another W for the almighty Dragon Spirit. Do we even have someone that can use Dragon Spirit? We got Hiroki. I don't think he's actually going to do that much damage with it. And that's also assuming these guys are actually registered as dragons as well. I mean, they probably are, but... No, I guess they are, because when you have Corin in the prologue. Yeah, I think I'm already cooked, honestly. Just spin this to see. Does his noble reclass like in one round with the Mega Yato? It might do. And even a Kemi gets blasted by these guys a bit. I kind of need to be on the dual Yumi. But I can't really. I think this is just over already. So this is the fastest ended attempt so far. Hiroki used to be a hyper carry, sadly he's fallen off. Yeah, his speed just wasn't it, really. His speed fell off, his magic fell off. I mean, he's still really useful, but we've now hit the stage of late game fates, which becomes very much about one rounding. I mean, it has to be this, and now he just dies to the mages. I gotta kind of hope that they go for a Kemi, and she just dodges with the dual Yumi. We're hitting that stage of cope, where it's surely they'll go for the dodge person. They won't, they'll just kill him. The main thing I want is just to even have a shot at the boss. I'd love to have a shot at the boss, just to see if we can even damage him, because that, you know, we're doing all this, and I'm not convinced we can do a whole lot to him. Res Tonic Kemi put her in range of Mage and Ninja for guard gauge, kill other mages on player face, and guard gauge Dragon. I think she still just dies. The Res Tonic only gives +2. Damn, that's not a kill. I guess we can dance it. There's also possibly something I could do with like rescue dance chaining to get to the boss, but I don't think we have anyone that can one round. At the worst, Hiroki can always be Omimoji Backpack, which is still really good. Yeah, I mean, he's decent. We're still using him. He can take a hit, you know, which not many units can at this point. How many units are super slow? I think I need to pull things faster. I hate to pull these guys, but we just have to. I think we need to go as fast as possible, which involves pulling onto earlier turns. How tough the enemies are this chapter. The Blacksmith OC would have been a lot like a Goto archetype. Yeah, he has 14 speed, which is not really what you want at this stage of the game. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he has Aether, which is awesome, and Aether paired up with Corin is awesome, but or Andreas. Yes, he is a bit underwhelming as okay, you've lost a lot of units, here's a unit, I think. Give me the ballistician, that's what I need. Give me the ballistician. Where's my ballistician? I can cook with the ballistician. Although Fate's ballisticians aren't quite as crazy as Shadow Dragon one. They're still very good though. Bang! I love the backflip. I hope we get Kinchi's back at some point. Such a fun class. Kind of want to move Azura up, but then I also kind of want to dance with the mage and heal. I think she's better up there. Alright, let's see what happens. Honestly, the late game units being so mediocre for the most part. Combined... Oh, that's just a one-shot. Okay, cool. Great club moment. It kind of sours me on this hat. I mean, I've played this... I don't think this hack is intended for you to kill off as many units as I did. Like, if we had Iris and, you know, some of our really good units all scaled up at this point, it would be a very different game than it is now. Yeah, certain blow, savage blow, quick draw. Yeah, I can feel my energy dropping. Sorry, I'm getting a bit defeated by this mentally. Mostly because it's my fault. It's my fault for playing the way I have. I did reset more and have a few more built units, but it seems a bit much. This is quite tough, and if I'm being told by people in the chat that they also dropped this game near the end. I mean, I was only ever meant to be playing this. We'll give it one last shot. We'll give it one last attempt. You know, I was only ever meant to be playing this as a one-off, by the way. This was just meant to be a one-and-done stream. We've done 11 streams of it. If we don't make some progress here, I might just call it. It needs Zoran for the chat. Yeah, he's definitely more of a Fates knower than me. I leaned pretty heavy into Corrin maxing. That feels what it's kind of designed for. I mean, my Corrin's I've been Corrin maxing quite a lot. He's level 16. He's incredibly strong. Understanding it can be tilting. I don't think it's necessarily tilting. I just don't know how entertaining it's going to be me bashing my head against this over and over. And I know it's because I've brought this on myself somewhat. By trying to not reset too much. Let's tonic up some units. You can skirmish taint off screen, not like this is an Iron Man. Who do you think I am, sir? Skirmish taint. It is possible, yeah, I could do something like that actually. I'm not sure I would, but I could. Let's just tonic up our like mega units. Maybe they'll be able to do some work. $36 Sneed. I think that ninja had 35, which is nuts. I mean, are there even skirmishes? Oh yeah, there are. I mean, is that like if I just suddenly came back next stream and every unit's 2020? No, though, my Corrin from like 5 chapters prior mogs your current Corrin. Oh, okay. And chapters still weren't free. How many chapters are left? Do you know? How much further did you get before you dropped it? Because if we're not particularly close to the end, I might throw in the towel sooner than later. Just because if it's getting this difficult to progress now, we might be pretty hard done by further in. Because I think it is like 42 chapters. Oh, Game Banana says skirmishes don't work. Really? I mean, that kind of makes sense. I would never skirmish normally anyway. I don't think it's a lack of stats necessarily that's the issue. Well, it sort of is. I think a big part of our issue is the units themselves. I think even getting extra levels on some of these units isn't going to help them out much here. So maybe this time... I think we kind of need Hiroki up here, though. And the whole point of doing the less split on the bottom was so one of these guys could help up here. I think we still do want a Kemi down here. We just need her with more of a speed backpack, maybe the ninja. The ninja might push her into double range. Yeah, he will. What about this? This top section is still pretty weak, but they're less weak. 90% lack of stats. I know, but I don't think getting like 3 or 4 extra points of strength and defense is going to make much difference. For a bunch of the late game replacement units, their speed just starts at such a dire place. I doubt they have great growth either. Yeah, that's the thing, is most of these units are units that we got quite late as opposed to early on. And they just have pretty miserable starting stats. So even leveled up, I'm not convinced. Okay, so that doubles now at least. Now up here, we... Local man does the same thing 5 times, expecting different results, but I just don't know what the other option here is than this, really. Oh yeah, didn't we find they didn't move if I did that? I am vaguely learning. And Nankos gonna have 100% Aegis and Pavis at this point. I mean, a lot of enemies have had 100% Aegis and Pavis. They have. Sorry, I'm drifting away a bit here now. I'm starting to think, oh, what? I swear we've done that every time and the dragon didn't. Hey, one more. One more just because that was right at the start. I swear we've done that every single time. I must have had the wrong tile. Oh, I defeated the whole point of the be right back. Oh, well, whatever. It's too late now. This is just my DS, Nintendo. I swear we did that every single time. Was it not there? Where was it? Oh, it was one tile down, I guess. Ooh. I'm losing my mind. Beaten by Valor, by the way. If I do stop the playthrough at this chapter, I will have been defeated by Valor, which is quite fitting in a way, I suppose. Kind of funny in a way, actually. Crazy that Nintendo dropped the Seal of Flames DLC 10 years after Fates came back. World's greatest Rev player filtered by Valor, ironic. I don't know about world's greatest Rev player. I do like Rev though. The thing is, if I do kind of call it a day with this, and to be fair, I have been playing this for a very long time now. It wouldn't be the worst idea to play something else. What would you guys want to see? I would as much as part of me wants to do like more Fates or something, I would quite like to do maybe something else. And don't say Berwick either, I'm not committing to like a 40-part Berwick. I mean, Seal of Flames 2. Server 72. Ooh. That's also quite long though. That's quite long for something that I think a lot of people will get put off by. Funny Engage. The only playing Engage in Fates allegations may continue. Engage funny. I do like Engage. I could be tempted into some kind of Engage. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to play a GBA thing. I mean, only 19 people are watching this right now. Yeah, the viewership for this plummeted in like part 8 or something. I mean, to be fair, Mangs is streaming right now. You know, that doesn't help. I'm not surprised no one's watching this though. Like me just repeatedly bashing my head against this chapter, I'd probably have turned off by now. So I appreciate you guys that have stayed with me. I do. Taken just owns normal mode with the funny promoted enemies. I mean, I could just blast through a quick GBA Iron Man. That wouldn't take me long, honestly. 19 people are more than 99% of YouTube channels. No, I know. I never get massively high viewership anyway, which kind of suits me, honestly. I like having a conversation with people. I think we got like 100 and something during Conquest, or either Conquest or Engage, one of the two. And I found it really difficult to maintain a conversation with people because the chat was moving so much. Would be more interesting if it was an Iron Man. I mean, yeah. If this was an Iron Man? If this was an Iron Man, we would have lost right at the start at some point. I can't remember when our first reset was. Actually, would we? Would we? I don't know, actually. Our first reset was quite late in because I just refused to reset the units. I think our first reset was Iris. Because I just didn't want to lose Iris. Maybe. First chapter in this game is really brutal. Really? I don't remember it being that bad. I thought it was alright. You just gotta balance the debuffs. Which I think we did. Yeah, this will be my last attempt at this chapter. And even if we beat it, I wonder if I'll carry on this series or not, to be fair. Like, this game is good, but I think I might have seen what I wanted to see from it by now. It's definitely fallen off the super high quality that it had in the first part. Ooh, that sucks. Small viewer base feels somewhat like a home, and 5 or less viewers is even more cozy. 5 or less viewers is fine as long as you've got people chatting. See, this is my main thing, is as long as I have someone to talk to, I'm fine. What I don't like is when I'm streaming and no one talks for a while, which basically never happens. But even if it happens for like 5 minutes or something, that gets a bit awkward, I find. So as long as I got someone talking, I don't really care what the viewer number is. Just as long as there's someone to bounce off, you know? This hack has a lot of potential, but it's still a work in progress after all. Exactly. It is just a work in progress. I don't want to be too harsh on it, and I have not been that harsh on it at points that maybe I should have been because of exactly that. You can always come back to it when it's done. That's true. I know with 5 or less, the chat rarely seems active enough to make the stream really interesting enough to participate in for me. Yeah, I mean, 5 or less works as long as a few people... Oh my goodness, HP, strength, speed, luck, defense, res. Who's hiding this all along? 5 or less works as long as people are kind of talking. But if it's just one person having a conversation with the streamer, that's great for that one person and probably actually pretty good for the streamer as well. But is it great for everyone else? Not really. It kind of feels like you're stepping into a private conversation. I've had it happen before, where I've tried to watch someone doing exactly that.
I won't surrender.
So I think what we're meant to do here, well, what would be better here is now to pull back to the left and funnel these guys through the choke. I think I'm too aggressive with trying to get in there. I don't need to get in there, necessarily. Ah. Like, we can avoid these guys. I would love to transfer her off, but I don't think that's going to happen, so... She'd need a rend heaven to do something substantial there. I don't like this, but we kind of need to do this. Die hard, Fates Hato, shames all Fates hacks, so there are no Fates hacks. No. Some of my favorite Fire Emblem games, like Shadow Dragon and Fates, I still to this day think is one of my favorite hacks of all time. That's an inevitable end seal magic on our maid, by the way, but it's kind of... can't really avoid it too much. Opinion on FE7? Why is 7 a bad game? I don't think 7's necessarily as bad as some people go for it. I think FE7 has its place. I just don't think it's very challenging. My main issue with FE7... Oh. This might be it. This might be it. I think I'm losing the plot here regardless. I'm also just not playing well because I'm kind of a bit fed up.
I believe
I should have looked for that. Too generous to FE7, the maps in the US are just fundamentally boring. Yeah, but you gotta remember that if you're someone that isn't super locked in on Fire Emblem, maybe you're new to the series or whatever, it definitely has some charms. But in general, yeah, I think it's a bit dull for someone that's like a super Fire Emblem fan that's played the series a lot, knows the games really well. It gets a bit dull. At least that's the case for me. I still like a lot of things about it, though. Rebecca Sweet. Man, these guys kind of hit like a truck, hey? Corin just dies here regardless. I get a guard gauge. Whenever I get to a desert map in Emblem, my desire to play drops like a rock. Emblem, I suppose it sort of is. Which is weird, because whenever I, like, maybe this is just me being horribly biased, but whenever I talk to FE7 fan, or see people, like, talking about how amazing FE7 is, I always kind of picture them as being younger for some reason. Despite it being such an old game. I don't know why. I guess maybe it's because I associate people that really like GBA Fire Emblem as having liked it as a kid. I mean, you just die now, but at this point I'm just kind of going through the motions just to see what happened. I am interested to know how far I am into the game, though. Because we've got to be pretty near the end. Surely. 42 chapters. This is chapter 26 or 7, and then about half of them have been... I should have got rid of skill plus 2, but it doesn't really matter. About less than half of them maybe have been side chapters. So we're probably on about chapter 30 something, mid-30s. 6 or 7? Basically, only Conquest Engage got me to do more than 2 playthroughs. Free Houses was weird because of the routes. I mean, Fates is probably one of the most replayable games in the series because not only is there free routes, but even if you do Conquest a bunch of times, you can do so many different things with the unit. Like, people talk about how reclassing gets rid of unit identity, and it does. I can agree with it. But it does also open the door to a lot more replayability as well, because you can do different things. Fates probably did it best with a nice balance between the two. You only get some classes, but... You're on 25? Oh dear. I don't think there's been about 10 or so side things. It's probably been about, yeah, like I said, 6 or 7. Oh, he has a Worm Slayer as well? 100% Astra Worm Slayer? Come on now. That's brutal, dude. 100% Astra Worm Slayer.
it's over.
I'll tell you what, though. I do really like what this hack's done with the 100% proc skills. I know that sounds nuts, because they are very, very strong and very, very scary. But I actually think I prefer it to if the enemies just miss. Oh, okay, we're still in it. I think I actually prefer it to if the enemies had just normal proc skills, because at least you can play around it. Wait, did that last hero move or not? Is he going to move and kill Corin? Oh, yeah, he did. Hey, we're still in this somehow. I'll carry on playing, may as well. This game is brutal. It is. I will tell you this much. This game is very tricky. I don't think it's intended as a sort of blind playthrough, leaving characters dead and stuff like I did. I think you're probably meant to reset, or at least reset more heavily. Which is fine. I just saw the massive cast and I assumed that it was fine to just let the bodies hit the floor as it was. But hey. Wait, why does this actually look pretty good now? All it took was me coping hard for a while for things to become brighter again. Okay, so we go up there. I need to heal. No, we can't do that with you because that's a bow. Duh. It's kind of the problem with him being Kinchi. Oh no, but he does have a guard gauge. But is it both of them that can go there? Yeah. Wait, no. No, it's just that bottom one. We don't even need to heal him because of that. Send you down here. Testing your own hack is hard because you can't replicate a blind experience. Absolutely. And this is something that a lot of people that do more difficult hacks, it's a pitfall that they fall into. I think Elagor's spear is probably a prime example of this, where the person that's made the hack has played it so many times, and obviously they've come up with them themselves, that they're used to playing with their playstyle. And their playstyle gets through the game very easily, but then when someone else with a different playstyle tries HP, Magic, Defense, or Heroic, and Quixotic, the very funny skill, which actually doesn't have a downside in this because enemy proc skills are 100%. So people, they then play their own hack over and over, and what they think is fine is not fine for other people because it was kind of, oh, that's pointless because doing that then frees him to go there. Do you get what I'm getting at? I'm probably not explaining it very well at this point, but that's not a kill, is it? 34 plus 14. It's not. Should have checked who was on the guard Naginata first. We get you. Yeah. So people have like a super specific way of playing. I don't think that's the case with this hack, by the way. I'm just talking in general terms. I don't think this hack suffers from that at all. But it is something that happens sometimes. These guys have Bowbreaker? Or is that just a mountain? That has to be Bowbreaker. We have certain blow. That has to be more than Bowbreaker. What on earth is that? Oh! It's Lucky 7 and Underdog. Lucky 7 actually doing something. Oh dear, okay. Okay, giving your enemy units Lucky 7 in a chapter where you're meant to rush the boss is pretty mean. That's pretty harsh. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it was Bowbreaker. That's pretty mean. Guess we're going down. The famous enemy phase, certain blow. Oh, true. But I thought it was everything was affected like trample. Now you're confusing me. I don't know how this, just like kind of messing around at this point, is even working better. I needed to not put Katsuo there, actually. That's not done us many favors. We kind of need to play off Aethers, as funny as that is. In general, I don't like giving enemies avoid boosting skills. Yeah. Unless they're very specifically doing that. Like you want to have an enemy that's super hard to hit. But just having it on general threatening enemies that can one-round you, I don't know. Hexing Rod is actually good design. I like Hexing Rod, yeah. I don't like Hexing Rod with Star Savant, though. But Hexing Rod in general, I think the Hexing Rod on Booga's Wild Ride on Hayato is really fun. Yeah, this doesn't work. yeah, this doesn't work. Actually does more than I would have thought. Wait, how much speed have I got? Probably none, right? Yeah. I was gonna say, could we debuff him? And... I guess it's rescue into dance cat. Katsue. I don't like how Fate staves and debuffs can just cripple units completely for a map. Yes and no. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say about Hexing Rod. What I like about Hexing Rod is how it interacts with the Fate's AI, and I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but a staff unit will never use their staff if you are in combat range of them. So how you deal with Hexing Rod units is you dive them, and you get right in their face. You get fully up in their face, and then they can't Hexing Rod you. And I don't know, I think that's kind of neat. Okay, I got the thing this time, but I'm not overly convinced this is a massive boon. It's more matter healing every turn. I think that's on purpose. It feels on purpose. I love these kind of those kind of mechanics in Fates, but it sucks you can't really know them without trial and erroring. Yeah, Fates is definitely a game that you have to play it a lot to fully understand its mechanics. And you know, I've played the game a ridiculous amount, and I still don't fully understand a lot of its mechanics. Now, something I will say, they're still getting Lucky 7. Lucky 7 is brutal, by the way. Lucky 7 is brutal, brutal, brutal. And that's not a kill. This dual Naginata has something. It's not one shot though. You can trap them in. They have silver swords. Kind of have... I mean, this is a guard gauge actually, so this one's free. This is a freebie. So we should go for this. I'd literally rather get enfeebled than hexed. Well, enfeeble wears off. But, oh, do you mean enfeeble with inevitable end? Because I don't. It's my least favorite part of Conquest. I think that like that end chapter on Conquest is too much. The rest of the game is brilliant, but that last chapter's inevitable end. I don't know. I don't like it. It's very anti. I'm just going to kind of use what I have left. You're basically rolling a dice of which unit dies this turn because they're effectively dead when they get 3 enfeebles of inevitable end. But they're not doing anything anymore after that happened. Man, if we do get through this now, the maid is dead. Which kind of sucks. I mean, I will give this chapter this. The spawning reinforcements was just that one turn, right? I imagine there'll be more, but... There's a free range dragon. Yeah, I suppose we now have this on us. Run! 5 more turns. Ah, the ninja's probably dead. Hexing Rod works well because I allow Zura, Nyx, and other squishies to get hexed. They already die in one hit, so nothing changes. true. Hey, lethality. Maybe that was the solution all along. Just roll lethality on every hit, bro. Player unit entrap should be viable. Staff more, like 7 of them. Yes and no. I love entrap, but it makes it really difficult to set up threatening encounters because if the player just has tons of entraps, they're just going to entrap any unit that poses any threat over an area. Can you fly over the gap? No. I was going to say, let's just go for the hammer Aether now. This is pretty Jova anyway, I think, so let's at least see. I wonder if he's even going to have zero. He'll have 0 damage on the boss. So even with an Aether's not going to one-shot him. But we kind of have to because, yeah, things are a bit Jova down here. Or maybe we get one more turn. It's like D&D balancing. Speaking of which, anyone here play D&D? You know, you'd think I would be a shoo-in for D&D, but I don't play. I love the Pathfinder games, though. Wrath of the Righteous is one of my favorite games of all time. Big fan. Yeah, no D&D. Back when I was a bit more of a normie, I never played it. I had a friend that was super into it, and he was always trying to get us to play with him. I feel kind of bad that I never did, because I probably would have loved it. But he always wanted us to come play with him, and we were always like, nah, mate. And then one time we met his D&D friends, and they were... I'm sure they were lovely people. I'm sure they were very lovely people, but they were a little odd. And that really put us off. So we never did it. Never did it. I love high fantasy, and, you know, obviously I love Fire Emblem and stuff, so I'm sure I would be a shoo-in for it. This is hit. Then we have a guard gauge after combat. So I guess this is fine. D&D is fun, but it's confusing as a newbie and requires a lot of time commitment. Oh, yeah. Oh, that might kill. A lot. 40. Oh? Oh, Rend Heaven's adding nothing anyway. I'm getting excited for nothing. That was just a normal crit. I do like D&D, but I'm too boomery for trying it over Discord and something in my mic sucks. Yeah, trying to do it over Discord sounds really tough. Like, I think the appeal is being in person, right? And that way you can, like, have a few beers, have some snacks. But I love metagaming Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Huge fan of doing that. If that counts. I don't think that counts, but... Would you use this unit or just get 10,000 gold? Bishop, inventory, 2 sleep staves, 1 berserk stave, light tome, personal skill. Unit can't use normal staves, but gain extra turn after offensive stave. How many uses have the staves got? Are they just GBA, sleep, and berserk? Oh, did I press end turn and we needed to move? Or was... I don't think so, no. I think I did do this bottom section. Wrath of the Righteous was very fun to actually finish. Legend was Kino in the end. All the endings are pretty Kino, to be honest. It's such a good game. I love it. I just want to have a go at the boss. Show me what our prospects in the boss even are, because I don't think we have one. Because to take out the boss here, we kind of need a magic weapon that isn't a tome. So the only thing we have for that is Torrent. Yeah, look at Faceless, actually. I guess he's been getting XP in the background as Current's backpack. Well, never mind. And a crit. I love that those guys can crit. That's a fun feature. The 30 might, free range, 100 hit that can crit. Genre crit with Quixotic somewhat makes up for Tonebreaker, I guess, yeah. I like Quixotic. I think Quixotic's an amazing skill. It's really fun to play with. I think it's terribly underrated. Problem with this is we need Azura up there to do that. Which, you know what? Let's just have a look. We've lost at this point. Let's just have a look. Is that even going to give us enough? I got a bad rescue roll. I think it's going to be 0 damage with the hammer, by the way. It's going to be 0 damage with the hammer, and then the Aether's only going to do very limited if it hit. Oh, never mind. Never mind, that's far more effective than I thought it would be. Oh. So with like a rally strength... Oh no, we don't have rally strength anymore. So... I mean, we'll do it just to see, but... No Aether. Yeah, I guess Hammer's just really good. I guess he does have 26 strength. I just thought that 38 defense would be enough to really put a cog in those gears. Anyway, we gave it a pop. I'm going to call it there. I think we're probably going to be done with this series now. I might make a video giving my thoughts on this hack. I don't know if I will or not, actually, because it is a work in progress. I really enjoyed this hack. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I did 11 streams. 11 streams of it, you know. I think it's really good. I think it has so much potential. I've really enjoyed it. My playstyle has brought us to this destination, unfortunately. But yeah, I might play a little bit of this off stream just to like see, because I'm someone that really can't handle losing very well, but I'm willing to admit that we're just going to be here forever with the units I have, probably. The units I have and the way that I play, neither are particularly good here. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back on maybe even tomorrow. I'm free this whole weekend in a very rare turn of events. So I might be back tomorrow with whatever we stream next. I did kind of promise a stash patch, didn't I? Do I do one stream with stash patch? I don't really want to do one stream with stash patch, but I did kind of promise I might. Well, I didn't promise, but I said I might do. After I got paid to do it, after I said don't pay me to do it. I feel like I've been hostaged a bit. Embrace Fire Emblem variety streaming. I really should, probably. I also enjoyed the streams and the games, but it might need some more refinement. Yeah. I agree. I mean, this is a work in progress. I feel bad because I feel like Laz has maybe tuned into a bit of this to have some ideas. Maybe he hasn't. Who knows? Eugenics would be awesome. I guess I could just do a bunch of one-offs. I kind of like having a series, though. It's comfy to have a series that's like, oh, we're back. Yeah, I'll give it some thought. I'll probably be around either tomorrow or Sunday. Definitely Sunday. I'm going to try and get back into the Sunday thing, although I think I do have another Sunday blocked off coming up. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you hopefully very soon. This has been Seal of Flames, and I think that there is so much potential here. I really do. All right, catch you later.